I said in the last video that we would be doing the epilogue along with Act 3 in this video, but it came to my attention that the epilogue is actually a lot chunkier and a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Usually it's like a lot shorter. Usually the epilogue for events is like just kind of like this nice little tiny wrap-up. That usually like takes me, if I'm remembering from events I've done with epilogues, they're usually like 30 minutes, sometimes even like 25 minutes. It's like usually something very short, but I think around this time, from what I've heard, it is a bit longer than usual, which is perfectly fine. It's not a big deal. I will do it, but instead I'm going to do it in a separate video so I can actually give it time to breathe. I want to make sure that I'm giving everything the full attention, and it's one of those things where like, yes, 100% I could speed up through it a little bit. I could, not rush through, but I could maybe not stop to smell the roses so much. But the issue I always have with doing something like that is I'll look back in like a month's time and be like, I wish I spent more time on that. And I don't ever want to do that. And I never want to get into a place where I have to do that. And I know for a fact, again, I haven't ever done that, but I don't want to get into a place where I will, like a month from now, look back and be like, oh, I regret, going a bit quicker through that. I want to give it time. So we're going to do the epilogue next week. And in this episode, we're going to do the trials and the mini games and Act 3. I think that's the best way to go about it. I understand that for some people, it's kind of like, oh, I wish you just did the epilogue now. But I definitely just want to give it as much attention as possible. Because the thing is sometimes we will do an event in full in one episode. The Flower Festival is a perfect example of that. But that's because I think that event was much shorter than even the Lantern Rite. I think it usually is much shorter, or was much shorter than the Lantern Rite. And it was doable in 5 hours, which to me, I can totally do that type of thing. Sometimes it depends on what I want to do or what I'm feeling at the time. Sometimes we'll separate stuff, sometimes we won't. But I'll just let you guys know that now. I want to give it full attention. So we're going to be doing that this way today.
Manthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
It's actually a really beautiful idle animation, and it's so thoughtful from Zhongli. But it's one of those things where, it's still very, sad in a way, It's very, very sad. But hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is my... I keep almost saying my first ever playthrough of Genshin. We don't say that for Genshin anymore because it's yeah, of course, we're caught up. It is, of course, my first time playing the Lantern Rite. But technically, every single second is my first time playing, that moment. But it is the Lantern Rite. We're still playing the Lantern Rite, and we're going up here to do Act 3. I said in the introduction there that we won't be doing the epilogue this episode, but we will be doing it next episode, as I found out it was a little bit longer than I usually would think. Because usually, someone might inform me, hey, this is going to take this amount of time to do. No spoilers or anything, of course, but it's hey, you might, want to carve out a bit of time to do this. And I think it's always, a really good thing to hear. Good thing. We're going to sing some Idol as well. Yeah, 100%. Well, there's Xiao. And Shanyon. Yeah. We're sitting around the table having some drinks. It's so Xiao to, for everyone to be drinking tea and for Xiao to be standing on the side, right? 100%.
Xiao, Cloud Retainer, Madam Ping! We're here! Any news on Zhongli? Wait, are we missing 2 Adepti?
Did he get punished?
Well, Shenyun banned Mountain Shaper from Mount Outsong for 3 days.
That's okay. I guess that's again, they only thought of doing the prank, so obviously it's a bit unfair, but 3 days isn't that much.
Oh, then what about Mooncarver?
The scheme to plant mint in one's abode was one those 2 fools devised together. And when it comes to punishment, one does not discriminate.
Sure.
His banishment ends in 3 days as well.
The thing is, she's 100% wrong fully in this, because obviously he did it because he was possessed, but it is hilarious. It's very funny that she's punishing him like this, Because if you could get punished for thinking to do something, as you said last time, if you could get punished for if you look at someone in the street and you're like, man, that person's annoying the hell out of me, I could just literally, smack him, it's yeah, you can't be it's not so someone's gonna come up to you and be like, hey, did you think about smacking that person? You're going to jail. And in this case, it wasn't their fault, but it's still hilarious that she does this.
Wow, that's pretty harsh, Cloud Retainer.
They had it in their heart that they wanted to prank her.
Let's get down to business.
I love his hair.
We have news of Rex Lapis.
Huh? Isn't that...
Yeah, it's his ability, right?
Yes, Rex Lapis's Geopillar. It descended from on high this morning. He must have sent it for a reason, but it does not respond to our touch.
So maybe he's trying to send a message to us in some way.
So, what does it mean? Is he in trouble?
Not necessarily. It could be a message only a specific person is meant to receive.
Okay, so what do you think the message is?
Traveler, you alone spoke to Rex Lapis
True.
before he left.
Very true. His hair is so nice, isn't it? It's like one of the earlier hairstyles and it still holds up.
Oh, so it must be for the traveler.
Give it a try.
Touch the pillar? Again, we talked about last time with Xiao and his admiration for the traveler. It's always so beautiful. It really is. As you feel the solid rock beneath your fingers, a familiar voice rings to your mind.
Come to the spring on Mount Qingse. I have left an entrance for you.
Entrance, okay.
Well,
Oh, this music. Look at the wide-eyed of Xiao as well. Seems like he might be a Mount Qingse.
Just as one surmised, it seems that Rex Lapis will not countenance our involvement in this matter.
That would not surprise me in the slightest. He's always had a soft spot for the traveler, after all.
I mean, Xiao's his son, basically. But it is very sweet how he does. I think the reason why he likes the traveler so much, in my opinion, it's not just because obviously the traveler's a good person, but I also think it's because like I think he's more than even like the Adepti themselves. He's gotten to share his memories and his stories and with the traveler, while also seeing the traveler as a way to keep those memories and those dreams and all the, not those dreams, those memories and those stories alive. He has, and again, it's not like a practical sense where he's like, I need him to keep these stories alive. I think he's just happy that he has someone who will keep those stories alive and is interested to keep those stories alive, you know?
But be that as it
makes
may,
it's an attachment.
We have served Rex Lapis for millennia now. In other words, I'm sure this has nothing to do with favoritism. He's probably just trying to
I love
protect
she said
us.
this because like the thing is like with Xiao is that like there's no doubt in my mind that like Rex Lapis adores Xiao more than like many people in this universe. He's not playing favorites by saying, hey, Traveler, you come here, but Xiao don't come here. You know, of course, 100%.
that's right. So you mustn't let your guard down, even if Rex Lapis is by your side.
Don't worry, I won't.
Alright, let's get going. We'll try not to keep you all waiting.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I hope it doesn't make it sound like I'm saying that Rex, that Zhongli only likes the Traveler because he has this practical sense of like keeping all my stories alive. I mean it in just a way of like, you know, how they connected in the first place. Wasn't it Zhongli's story quest where they shared that moment on the mountain where Zhongli was like, you know, keep these stories alive. And it's not just again, I'm trying to explain it with it. You guys get what I'm saying. It's not him being like, finally someone to like listen to my stories, you know. It's more of a case of like he respects the Traveler on a level where it's like he understands. We have these beautiful conversations. I can express myself 100% fully around him all the time. Like, and that is 100% a really beautiful thing, while also helping the Traveler in so many ways and appreciating what the Traveler has done for Li Wei as well. There's so many things there that like make me attached to the Traveler. But as I said, like I love the Madam Pink said it's not favoritism because as we've seen, Zhongli appreciates Xiao so much. Yeah, 100%. 110%. What the? I literally just warped and got hit by a boar. Literally just warped. Okay. We're playing as the Cultured Xiao, I like to call it, team today. And it's called Cultured Xiao just because he's with Zhongli and Farazan. I was going to call him Xiao Adventures as well. You're probably like, Cav, is Benny not cultured? I don't even give a damn if anyone's cultured, really. I just think it's a kind of a funny name. But yeah. And it's one of those things where I wanted to like pick another Li Wei team. But I think like, you know, picking Hu Tao and Xiao as my teammates is like a perfect thing for Li Wei teammates because they are like...
Keep your eyes peeled. He should be around here somewhere.
They are the Li Wei characters that I have that I probably use the most. For sure. So is it a domain of some kind? Look, it's like a rift. That was a very interesting transition. Whoa, we have our new outfit as well. This music. Whoa. 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 It's beautiful. It's heartwarming. It's stunning. Guys, my head is even getting hot. Like, it's like I can't believe how beautiful this is. Well, I can because it's Genshin, but stop me in my freaking tracks. What a track. Instantly beautiful. Instantly iconic.
Who could have imagined that the once mighty Geo Archon might end up so?
No.
Sitting on a humble stool in the woods, quietly weaving moon lanterns.
He's making moon lanterns? Is that Sabai?
You really do look like an old man
Oh my
now.
god, he found her. He found the one who fought in the Archon War, right?
This is a Shao lantern, not a moon lantern.
Oh, weird things have changed, I guess. There it is. This is the third fragment, right?
In ages past, when the gods waged war and the world was in turmoil, these lanterns were lit to guide fallen warriors back to their homes.
That's beautiful.
Had you tarried in the mortal realm for but a little while longer, you might have become quite accustomed to them.
There's something so beautiful hearing that track in the background, walking up and then seeing Zhongli and, you know, Zabai. I know it's not Zabai, I just forgot the actual name of the third one, and it's my bad. But yeah, like seeing them just like chatting to each other with this music in the background and him making a lantern, there's something so beautiful about it. I think it's just because it is just like this beautiful scene.
Even so, it bears such a striking resemblance to the moon lanterns they used to offer up to the heavens. Could this truly be mere
Feels like it's similar,
coincidence?
you know? Maybe there's cross-cultured stuff.
Perhaps in some sense it is, yet in another, it isn't. For instance, who is to say that some of Langan's magnificent jade did not become part of the very foundations upon which Liyue Harbor now
True.
stands?
True.
It is conceivable
pretty this
that this
is.
ritual was transmitted in such a manner too.
Very cool.
Now, let's not let ourselves get carried away. For all its splendor, do not forget that in the end, even Langan could not escape its heaven-sent fate.
I mean, yeah. It was a horrible scene. The video hasn't released yet, so I haven't seen the full reaction, but people have talked about how, like, it is, seeing the nail being dropped in general was just a really hard thing to watch.
Alas, it is just a pity that the little creatures of this world may never again lift their eyes to the moon, even should misfortune befall them.
Is she talking about because the moon there is fake, or because Langan is gone?
But you, Geolord, now that you rule this realm, why take the trouble, not to mention the risk, to visit one who bears such profound guilt as I?
Interesting question.
Are you not afraid that you might be sullied by the curse of time that was laid upon me?
There is no risk to speak of. At least, not in comparison to that which you took when you defied the heavens all that time ago.
100%. Like, we have to, like, in plain English, like, text right in front of her face. I say plain English 100% because, like, I don't think they call it English in Teyvat, but you know what I mean? Like, for me, playing in English, it is legitimately, like, right there in front of us in white text. She defied the heavens. That's huge.
As I have stated, time and again, it was not I who defied the heavens. Geolord, the ancient affairs of Langan have nothing to do with me, for I am but one of her deadly selves,
Oh.
severed before her demise. My name is not Zabai, but
It's a
Zachao.
shout. So she's like saying, like, well, that was a bye. That wasn't me. Okay. In her
Surely
eyes.
you did not take us for one and the same, solely on the basis that we may all assume the form of white horses?
I mean, they all have different personalities, don't they?
Sorry to break it to you, but you seem to have found yourself the wrong white horse. Anyway, do tell me, what urgent matter brings you here?
Very well, then. I have come to ask for Zibai's shade.
Just say it directly.
Oh?
Say it directly.
So, the Geo Lord has set his sights upon Zibai's human soul. And what is it that you intend to do with it?
The world outside is changing.
It's music.
With the new moon's birth, the confines of the Shadow Moon are gradually disintegrating. In other words, the heavenly soul is set to return. Consequently, strange phenomena have manifested within Longon's former domain, leading to the earthly soul's reappearance as well. The last of the trio, the human soul, is in your possession.
Most intriguing.
My intention is to gather all three together, so that an old friend may finally make her return.
He's such a... I wanted to let him kind of say it, because usually I stop to talk about everything, so, you know. Well, I wanted to kind of let him speak this, because I feel like it's one of those things where getting him to say his intentions here fully is good for me, and like my, you know, remembering absolutely everything, but also like I feel like it's always like a treat and such a passionate thing to hear Zhongli speak, because everything he says is like a story. But also, like, what I love about him saying this is you can tell how much, like, again, so much of his life now is caring about other people and caring about the people that came before him. He really does have so much love in his heart for the people of today and the people who have gone.
I must admit, it seems that some remarkable affairs are coming to pass in the outside world. Yet there is one thing you seem to have overlooked, Lord of Geo.
Which is? And, like, I think Zhongli, like, a big part of his personality that he would, like, jump into the flames to save, you know, people he loves, really.
Back in the day, it was you that freed me from that painting. And afterwards, I took up arms in your name. Together we first subdued Chenyu Vale, then brought peace to Mount Qingse. It was for this cause that the contract between us was made.
So that's the first place they... So that at least they're like talking about the actual actions that took place during that war as well.
But now that the debt has been repaid, what cause have you to expect my aid?
Wow. I mean, that's a fair question, right? She's like, I've done what I had to do. What do you have? What can you offer me?
Zibai and I have long been friends. Given not only that you were manifested from a corrupt desire within her divine form, but that you also possess a fragment of her soul, how can you purport to be the wrong White Horse?
And he's saying, like, how could you say you're not her? How could you say you're not her when you're literally a part of her? You came from her. You were literally a part of, like, a corrupt desire.
I think you'll find that we are now as separate and distinct as any two beings ever were. What once shone with radiant purity has long become dust. What you see is no longer what it was.
See, what it seems like is she's just, like, really become, like, independent, right? Like, super independent.
Oh, great Lord of Geo. Should this still be unclear to you, I bid you take your leave.
Like, I feel like when we talk to, you know, Gigi and, you know, when we originally talked to the first fragment within the moon, like, it did feel like they were very fragmented and they weren't really, like, kind of, like, independent. But it feels like Jishao is 100% like living their life and kind of like, this is my life now. This is who I am. We're not the same anymore.
It seems that the fault lies in my own lack of consideration. As you wish. I shall let this matter rest.
Very interesting to see where this character is going to go now. Like, is she going to agree in the end? Like, how is this going to go?
Wait! One moment, if you will. Should this not be your opportunity to propose a new contract? The part where you make me an offer I simply couldn't refuse?
That's pretty great, you know? Strong, again, like, you know, just waiting for him to... Because it sounds like then she wanted a bit of a debate then, you know? She wanted a bit of a negotiation.
Even those puny mortals know how to haggle when striking their bargains. Should you, the famed god of contracts, not likewise strive for success through negotiation?
He's semi-retired.
Come now, enough with the posturing. It's time to name your price.
I love that, like, this is a legitimate negotiation tactic, by the way, I believe, is to get up and leave, like, very, like, during the negotiation. I think it actually is a legit negotiation tactic.
Very well. I had, in truth, prepared a new contract for your consideration.
Okay.
I knew you would not come before me unprepared.
Yeah, this character, she just seems like her own person, Jishao, right? She really does.
Yet, you should know that I want for nothing, for I live in the mountains, carefree and untroubled. Occasionally, I even find sport in teasing the mortals who stumble into my
It's
presence.
like a game for her?
Then why persist in telling them those ancient stories? I speak of what transpired before the sky collapsed and the earth sank into itself.
That is merely my way of passing the time. And what of it? Would any believe, much less remember, the ramblings of a mountain hermit?
That's, am I just like weird? Because that's the first thing I thought of when I was like, man, you live in the mountains? That's probably like, some days it probably could get boring. I know that sounds so like, people are gonna be like, Calvin, you're boring. Like, what the hell? No, I genuinely living in the mountains would be so peaceful. Like, you know, you just relax every day, have a drink of tea as you're like looking out in the misty mountains ahead of you. It'd be beautiful. But I think also the mindset of like, oh, that might be boring is only because I'm so used to being stimulated by watching like a YouTube stream. You know what I mean? That's the only reason. If I never, because I always think about how, like before I had internet, like I never thought about internet and like I could occupy my mind with like anything. And then when I got internet, I was like, oh man, like within like a few months, it was like, how can I live without this? And I think that's probably it. Like I come with the mindset of someone who's already like trapped. You know what I mean? And then, by the way, I want to make it clear as well, you know, if someone's watching this right now being like, Calvin, like, we're literally watching your YouTube video and you're saying you're trapped. I don't mean it in a bad way, really, because, like, again, if you ask me tomorrow, like, would you like to stop watching, you know, your favorite streamer stream a game, I would tell you no. Because I love it. I love watching people play games.
Those tales have long since spread throughout the mortal realm.
Ooh.
So he's saying that people already know these stories?
Should my words prove insufficient, I invite you to see the world for yourself. To this end, I have found you a pair of trusty
Wait, the
guides.
Traveler in Paimon?
The Lantern Rite is presently underway in Liyue, and should prove quite intriguing.
That's a fun
for
idea.
you.
Take a look around the world, right? Get a new perspective.
So this, then, is the contract you have prepared for me?
Indeed it is. Think of it as a contract for a one-day festive excursion.
Surely you do not hope to offer this in exchange for Tsubai's shade. The foundation of my very existence for a little excursion seems a little steep, wouldn't you
I
say?
genuinely think that the Zhongli wants her to get like maybe a new perspective on the world or something like that.
Why not see for yourself? You can always decide afterwards. The final determination, of course, shall rest with you.
I think Zhongli's doing what Zhongli is. I never like the term like he's playing chess. I mean, it's just more like in a case of like he definitely is, you know, like playing cards in a way where he's like laying everything out on the table. He's like, look, I'm thinking to him, it's like if you see what this world is like, if you get a perspective on this world, it might change your view on stuff.
Is that
Somehow.
so? Then perhaps this deal might not be entirely off the table after all. Where then are these guides of which you speak?
Right on cue.
Hey, it's Zhongli! Oh, we've been looking for you everywhere. We thought you might have gotten missing.
I love that we could just wander into like these places now, you know?
You're here.
So these are my guides. Well, well. They certainly look the part, I'll give you that.
Guys,
I love that we're just like, we already got a job, we weren't even here.
Oh, you poor innocent little creatures. The benevolent Lord of Geo has soaked you to me, which
What a
means
way to
that
phrase
for the rest
it.
of this day, you belong to
What
me.
a way to phrase it.
sodas to you? Just what have you gotten us into, Zhongli?
Like, it's the way she's phrasing it. Like, you know, like, I would be terrified too.
The situation is not quite as dire as that would sound. I ask only that you accompany my Adeptus friend on a tour of Liyue.
And you'll help us after that?
I would suspect that depends on how well you entertain
This
me.
shot with the sun in the background. Really cool.
entertain you?
Where would you like us to take you? Well, we're the tour guides. We should decide.
Let us start
Okay.
with this Liyue harbor of which I have heard so much. Nowhere is quite so fascinating as a place teeming with little mortals.
Little mortals.
How come this Adeptus sounds so different from what Paimon imagined?
I agree. Like, that's what I was thinking. She likes, and it's not just like the independent nature of her. She just sounds so different from the other two fragments we talked to. she's very like forward and very sure of her. No, maybe not sure of herself, because there's obviously going to be always stuff underneath that maybe she isn't sure of herself. But there is this feeling of like she's very different from the other Adepti. She's different from the fragments of the Adepti, and she's also different from the Adepti we already know as well. She's not as like because I feel like every Adepti we talked about, it's Yan Shun, even like Mooncarver and Moonshaper are like kind of like very grand, even if sometimes they're very funny. She's just like very playful. Like she's very there's a mischief to her as well, you know. She almost just seems like any other mortal in the way she speaks. Let's just play this by ear.
Okay, we'll take care of it. Get ready to find out why they call Paimon the best travel guide in all of Tibet.
And she is. Okay, I'm ready for this. This should be fun. And I don't know if it's about perspective or just seeing the world in some way. But oh, we already got
We
here.
arrived at Liyue Harbor.
But the reason I say it's perspective is that we saw what happened with the last fragment in Zhezhe. Like, a lot of her viewpoint would have changed if she was able to have a different perspective on the world, but she was so clouded, you know?
Not only
Gorgeous.
is it Tibet's busiest part, it's also the beating
Yeah,
heart
it's
of
stunning.
Liyue.
It's so pretty. It's one of I'll never like get over. I think Liyue Harbor is still gonna be one of my favorite places ever, even no matter what happens with Genshin.
So, dear Madam Adeptus, where would you like to go
Paimon's
first?
doing the real like tour guiding stuff.
With humble fare and wine to sip, in comfort clothed and soul at ease, one eats, and all the heart's ills cease.
You want to go get some food?
So we're heading straight for the good stuff? Well, you're in luck, because Paimon's an expert when it comes to food.
Lovely stuff.
There are two main cooking styles in Liyue. Li cuisine, which is all about mountain delicacies, and Yue cuisine, which is centered on seafood. The most famous restaurants are Liuli Pavilion and Shinyue Kiosk.
100%. Paimon's doing such a good job with the tour guiding stuff. For me personally, I would go to Xiangling, but she's doing a really great tour guiding job here.
Oh, now Paimon's starting to drool. Yes, our only option is to go try them both. 2 meals, back to
Lovely
back.
stuff.
Both sound like excellent options to me. Are these the kind of establishments that most people might visit on a regular basis?
Not exactly. Both Li cuisine and Yue cuisine are known for their pricey ingredients. Definitely not what you'd call the budget options. But don't you worry about that. Just think of it as Zhongli's little
Yeah,
treat.
kind of putting Hu Tao in a tough spot here, Paimon.
Come on, aren't you supposed to be pals with Hu Tao? I'm unsure we can afford to spend a little more of her Mora.
Just looking for an excuse to gorge herself and those expenses. Honestly, again, as Paimon can eat whatever she wants, 100%. She can do whatever she wants. But if they're flipping the bill, that's fine too. But I just obviously don't want to cause any trouble for Hu Tao.
Hey, all Paimon wants is to provide our Adeptus with the best possible experience
Look at her
here.
little hands.
Don't you want that too?
Both certainly sound like worthy choices. Just now, though, I happened to see a porter pass this way. Where might individuals
I think she
like
wants
him
to go to a
eat?
place that like everyone would like eat their lunch like. And to me, like that's one of the things as well. Like if I'm bringing someone like to my hometown, like I'm not gonna take him to the fanciest restaurant that opened up last year. I would take him to the local chippy. You know what I mean? Here's a burger and chips for €6. You know what I mean? That's where I would take them. I would take them to the local chippy or the local Chinese or Japanese restaurant that's been there for years. Something that's like affordable, but it tastes so freaking good. That's like a beating heart aspect of the world. Because again, fancy restaurants are nice too. Of course they are. But nothing, in my opinion, ever beats a quick and cheap option from an establishment that has been there for years and years in your hometown, you know?
A hungry porter, huh? Oh, Paimon knows just the
Woman
place.
restaurant.
Yep. Nothing fancy schmancy there. Just tasty dishes made with simple ingredients and a variety
Hell
of
yeah.
different styles.
Hell yeah.
Most importantly, it's great value for money too. No wonder
And that
everyone
is
loves
important.
it, huh?
It's so important.
Oh, and the owner happens to be a good friend of ours
Lovely
too.
stuff.
One mean restaurant. Yes, even the name itself feels lively and down to earth. All right, let's make it our first stop.
Yippee! That's a great choice too. Alrighty, let's head over there right away. Paimon can't wait to dig
Yeah.
in.
Honestly, like a great choice.
Ramen restaurant, here we come.
Really great choice. Yeah, like here's the thing. I've nothing against fancy restaurants. I think they have their place in all these locations too, and like in any town. I'm just 100% on the side of, you know, always. And again, I know. Again, what Paimon was doing was like the right thing. Is like usually what happens in like tour guiding businesses, even in local towns, is they'll direct you to the same places all the time too. They'll be like, hey, go to this restaurant, because again, they want they don't want tourists sometimes to kind of be like, to go to like this kind of dingier, smaller place. But I'm telling you this right now, guys, and like you guys might agree with me. If I go into a local restaurant or a local chippy, a fast food chippy, that's run by like something like, and again, I'm not talking about run by people who are like from the, like Ireland, like it's you know, from all over the place, from everywhere, local food places. Like if you go into those places and they're not as like clean, you know what I mean? They're not as like pristine, but they have like a personality to them. And it's almost like I trust them more that the food's gonna taste great when I go in there. And it's not, I'm not talking about like if it's derelict and it's like so unhygienic, but when you go into a place like a local chippy and like, you know, there's people shouting and, you know, there's like when you talk to the lady at the counter and like she speaks in a thick Irish accent and it sounds like she hates you. It's like, this place is probably gonna be good. This place is probably gonna taste nice, you know? I think it's a really nice thing. I like recently like was in a different town. I went to a local Chinese place, and it was actually like the cheapest Chinese place around at the time. And it had like, when I went in, like even like the signboard was like, you know, blurry with the text on it about what the food was called and stuff like this. And like, at first you're kind of like, oh, is this gonna be good? And then like, yeah, it's like the tastiest thing ever, man. It's like, you don't need the fanciest place for it to be good food, you know? Sometimes like it's a good sign if it is like just kind of a little bit more, you know, has more personality is what I'll say. But I love this so far. I love the idea of like bringing an Adepti on a tour of Liyue, especially someone that might not have the perspective of what people do here in Liyue from day to day. And we saw that with the second fragment. They did not have a good perspective on the world. Not their fault, but they were so emotionally hurt and damaged that they, I hate to say emotionally damaged because that's always like very, very, I don't know, it feels like wrong to be like, you're emotionally damaged. But you know, I mean just like hurt. But it's, and they couldn't even see that there was a lot of people that still survived from that era, you know, from long gone. Xiangling! Yeah, I said this first. Why not bring her here? Some good food, affordable, great seating area. Sometimes you'll see a fight.
Xiangling, shift now! We're here!
Oh, hello there. What a surprise to see you two. Welcome, welcome.
Hey there, Traveler and
Aw,
Paimon.
Xiangling.
We're a little busy today, so grab a table while you still can.
Lovely stuff. Yeah, like, this is the first place I thought of. So I just had to do something really quickly, but I came back up and booted up not booted up the game, but like went back into the game here for a second. And am I weird that like I started like feeling very emotional hearing this music and then seeing Xiangling? And I think it's just because Xiangling was such an early part of the game. Like, I'm just so grateful that we have so many amazing characters that we can come back to constantly. And like, Genshin has become such a beautiful place in my has such a beautiful resonance in my heart now. You know what I mean? That when I booted, I literally just went back into the game and I saw just Xiangling standing there with the music, and I was like, and it's not just it's Xiangling is a big part of it, but it's like, I think it's just the idea that like we're going to Xiangling's restaurant to get a bite to eat, you know. I don't know why that's so beautiful to me. I think it's just because I'm just so grateful that like Genshin's in my life and all these characters are in my life. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm being silly. I don't know.
But I don't think I've
Maybe I'm
met
silly.
this lady before. Is she a new friend? You could say that.
We brought her here for the Lantern Rite, which again, what a perfect cover. Like, why wouldn't people come for the Lantern Rite?
Well, hey there. A friend of the Traveler's a friend of mine, too.
Heck yeah.
Don't worry, we'll take good care of you. Just order whatever you want. It's on the house.
What? Shiny though, we gotta
By
pay.
the way, I'm Zhongli. I cook here at One Mean Restaurant. What's your name?
Miss Xiangling, have you ever heard of the White Horse Adeptus?
Just say it
Of
outright.
course. What about her?
I am her, and she is me.
Wait, we didn't stop her?
You mean you're an Adeptus?
Oh, you young'uns crack me up. Come on, Xiangling. You've got to keep up with the times.
You keep up with the times? Is he gonna see it as a
Haven't
joke?
you heard of cosplay? It's
Oh.
like a role-playing game where you dress up as famous characters and pretend
Oh,
to be
that's
them.
kinda sweet.
Seriously, it's all the rage, and it looks like this young lady is quite the expert.
That's so sweet. Like, I love that, like it's Chef Bao was like, come on, cosplay. But yeah, like, the idea that he's just like very supportive of the cosplays, but he's like, look, she's doing so good. That's so sweet.
Your friends sure keep their fingers on the pulse, huh, Traveler?
I love Chef Bao heard about cosplaying and was just like, that gives me the energy. Like, I know, like, it's so different. That gives me the energy of Chef Mao being the type of person who, like, you know, if someone was like, hey, Chef Mao, what do you think about, like, you know, drag queens or something? And he'd be like, everyone could be whoever they want as long as you're not hurting anybody. I love it. He seems like that type of person, you know?
Wow, Dad. Didn't know you were so tuned in.
Yeah, it's so fun.
But how come I haven't heard about it?
It's so, I don't know why this is so sweet to me. I love Chef Mao. New favorite
You
character.
gotta listen to our customers. Didn't I tell you to spend less time chasing after wild vegetables and more time making friends?
I love
You're
Chef Mao.
even more out of touch than I am.
Do Chef Mao story quest. Let's go.
Hey, I like making friends too. Isn't that what I'm doing right now? Anyway, even if it is just a costume, is it alright if I still call you White Horse Adeptus?
I think she wouldn't mind.
Of course it's all right, because that's exactly who I am.
She's not. She Xiao does not care whatsoever. She's still playing it up.
Okay. I can see you're really committed to the role. How about I call you the real White Horse Adeptus instead?
I think she'll love it. I think she will love it.
In that case, you can call Paimon the real traveler.
I guess that makes you the real Paimon.
Yeah, right. You could have at least switched outfits.
That would be an adorable cosplay, though. Imagine the traveler going around in like a hat, like it's because Paimon already all like has like almost like a onesie. It'd be really funny if you see traveler like going around in like a onesie.
Puny mortals. Nevertheless, I suppose it might be amusing to indulge in your little charade for a while at least.
You're just the best cosplayer in the world.
All right. Go grab yourselves a table. I'll come take your order in a bit.
This is fantastic. It's filled me with so much joy. This is so lovely. So nice. I mean, this you have to go grab a table. Oh. Wait, did this just make us walk 2 steps?
Hello. May I ask if Miss Zhongli and Chef Mao are here?
Oh, she's here after what happened.
You're just over there. Wait a sec. Aren't you?
I thank God she wasn't like put in prison or something, you know?
So, what would you like to? You're.
Yeah, she's not gonna throw anything now.
Hello, Miss Zhongli. It's me, Lu Xiongxiong, the one who broke some stuff here at your restaurant a few days ago.
I wish we could explain to her exactly what happened, because like it actually makes, she actually technically is like the one who got hard done by and the one that actually got like something bad happened to her more than anything, honestly.
I just wanted you to know how sorry I am. I honestly don't know what came over me. Please forgive me.
That's so horrible, so that she won't ever know. That she should be told. I know you can't tell her that an Adeptus possessed her, because then everyone would know, and then it would be like this thing where like not only would it ruin trust, I think, in some of the Adepti, but it would also cause havoc. But I wish you could at least be like, you got, you know, I don't know, can you tell someone a leeway they got possessed as well? I feel like that also would like probably like cause a scare. I don't know, it's so hard, but it's so sad that she thinks that she just like had a bad day, you know?
Oh, it's you. You really gave me a fright that day, young lady. You didn't actually get food poisoning from our blackback perch stew, right?
Come on, Dad. She's come to say sorry.
Oh.
It's all right, Miss Lou. You must have been feeling a bit off that day. You're looking so much better now, though.
This is the benefit. Oh, look, even Chef Mao was like, yeah, you do. This is the benefit of having a local business, by the way. She would not have been let back into one of those fancy restaurants.
Why don't you grab a table, too? This one's on the house.
Yeah, this is so sweet. This is so sweet, and I'm glad it turned out well for her in the end, because she was definitely like, her and Gammon got so hard done by in this Lantern Rite.
No, I couldn't possibly.
Imagine that as well, though. Like that's how sweet these people are. That Chef Mao and Xiangling are. Like, she comes in, wrecks the place, leaves, comes back and says sorry, gets a free meal. That's how you know these people are sweethearts that you can rely on.
Hey, it's totally okay. We all feel under the
Oh
weather
my god, she's so
sometimes,
sweet.
especially when we're away from home. Go on, find yourself a...
Adorable, absolutely adorable.
Yikes. Looks like all the tables are taken. Wanna come sit with us?
Yeah,
Got an extra seat over here.
yeah, it must be fate. Sit with us 100%.
Thanks, guys. So what would you like to eat today? Feel free to order anything you like.
I should very much like to sample your renowned poisonous blackback perch stew.
Is it because you heard about the food poisoning?
It wasn't poisoned. That was all on me.
I love that was her first idea, though. I want to try the poison stew.
So that's one portion of blackback perch stew. How about you guys? Paimon wants...
Since it's not a house, why don't you choose for us? 100%. Paimon, Paimon makes a good decision.
thing.
Oh,
Looks
Xiangling
like
decides,
Paimon's having
okay.
trouble making up her mind. Anyway, I guarantee you'll love it.
Okay, that's actually, like, I never actually did that where I was like, hey, you surprise me to a chef, but I think, like, I know, like, and again, my hairdresser, when I used to cut my hair, and my hair's really long now, but my hairdresser used to be, like, it was fantastic. But I remember one day, I was like, I gave him specific instructions. I was like, I hope that's not too specific. He's like, no, I really love this, because when people sometimes tell me to, like, say you decide to me, he's like, it's like, I don't know what you want. Just tell me, please. He's like, I can tell you, like, I can give you input on something, but, like, when you just give me a vague, idea, I don't want to upset you in the end, you know? But in this case with a restaurant, I think it's much different, because, like, if they're passionate about food, they're going to be so passionate to be like, oh my god, like, I can, decide what someone would like or something, you know what I mean? And especially Xiangling, who knows us too.
Let me think. Well, since the blackback perch stew is on the spicier side, I guess it makes sense to balance it out with a serving of stir-fried shrimp.
That sounds really nice. I've actually never had shrimp though, but I always think it looks nice.
And since it's Lantern Rite season, you better try out the triple layered consomme and come and get it too. Those are our seasonal specialties. As for the carbs, since we've got a full table, how about some right at home? Along with our special chili mince cornbread buns. Trust me, you won't be disappointed.
Honestly, like, it sounds like I wouldn't be disappointed. I'm gonna say that, like, you can decide for us forever, Xiangling. This sounds amazing.
And for dessert, I'll whip you up some Lucky Snow
Dessert?
Delight. I just came up with it a few days ago, and I can't wait for you to try it.
Honestly, legitimately, like, Xiangling, please decide every single time.
Wow, sounds like quite the feast. Looks like Paimon's in luck today.
But if a friend started describing all this food to me, I'll just be honest, I'd be like, I'm paying. Like, please. Like, this is too much, you know?
Am I the only one who thinks that's way too much?
It's not too much in terms of, like, you can eat what you want and everyone can eat what they want, 100%. But I mean in terms of money. I'm like, let me pay at that point. You know what I mean? Because I'll eat it. 100%, I'll eat all that. No problem. You know what I mean? Portion is only a state of mind. Really. Really. But it's the pricing, right?
Not at all. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. And to top it all off, our star dish, Adeptus Temptation. You should know that we don't often serve this here at One
Wow.
Restaurant.
We're getting some special treatment as always.
But since this is my first time cooking for the White Horse Adeptus, I'm pulling out all the stops.
This is just a really sweet scene. This is really
Okie
sweet.
dokie, just sit back and relax. I'll have your dishes out in no time.
Hold on. Did I just hear Miss Xiangling mention the White Horse Adeptus?
Yeah, she's a cosplayer.
You did indeed. And you're looking right at her.
She's not gonna let that up, is she? She's gonna keep saying that.
That's a joke, by the way. She's cosplaying.
We just have to keep pretending she's cosplaying this whole time.
Oh, I see. Phew, almost believed you there for a moment.
Tell me, little one, what business might you have with the White Horse Adeptus?
It's a long story. Basically, a while back, I took part in an archaeological dig over at the chasm.
Mm-hmm.
While we were there, we discovered a number of relics. our findings show that they date back to the era of Long Gone, an ancient nation whose people are said to have been the ancestors of some of the modern-day inhabitants of Chenyu Vale.
Yeah. And it's so interesting saying this in front of all of us now when we've gotten so much information at this point, but like I still think it's like so passionate. You know, we love hearing someone so passionate about it, you know?
And why might such matters concern the White Horse Adeptus?
Because some of those relics not only seem to contain textual references to her, but even depictions of what she looked like.
Oh.
There have long been legends claiming that the White Horse Adeptus was a deity of that era, but there are plenty of other theories out there too. If I could just locate some more detailed records, I'm sure we'd be able to find out so much more.
Like, this is what's so funny is like, you know, we're like finding out about the White Horse Adeptus again. We know so much about her already, and like you can hear the passion coming off of her voice. And it's like sitting right in front of her is literally a part of the White Horse Adeptus. Like, you like, again, she doesn't know, so it's not painful, but like from our perspective, it's like, oh my god, she's right here.
So you're into history?
Well, to tell you the truth, I actually joined the archaeological team by sheer accident. But once I'd started down this path, I knew that I wanted to make something of myself.
Hell yeah.
Recently, though, things seem to have taken a turn for the worse. I still can't believe I caused such a mess and even ended up hurting someone.
That's gonna be on our mind forever, and that's why, like, I wish we could tell her the truth, you know?
Oh, so you're considering becoming a martial artist now instead?
No, I mean, they weren't seriously hurt. It was just a few scratches, and they let it go after my mother compensated them.
Oh, she had to pay them? You know, that really wasn't your fault. It's not your fault at all.
Either way, my career is pretty much
What?
over. And even though both the victim and the Ministry of Civil Affairs say they won't be pursuing the matter any further,
Well, that's
my
good.
father says he's going to punish me according to our family rules.
No, what? Is that why she can't keep going with her career?
Family rules?
Like, what's the punishment?
Yeah, he's decided to ground me. I'll have to return to Chaoying Village after Lantern Rite.
Bull.
And goodness knows when I'll be allowed to leave again.
Do you guys feel the same as me? I feel so frustrated. You know what I mean? Not only is it not her fault, she's a victim in all this technically. You know what I mean? Like, she's not, it's like, please.
Wow, that's harsh. Sounds like the kind of thing only rich, super traditional
Can we go
parents
talk
would
to him?
do.
Could we go talk to him?
We're not exactly rich, though. All we own are a few tea fields in Chaoying Village and a guest house in Liyue Harbor.
So you have a business at least. Please let me go talk to him.
A guest house? It isn't Baiju Guest House by any chance?
Boss Lou.
Yep, he's my grandfather. So you've heard of the guest house before?
We've been there before.
Small world, huh?
I mean, that's Liyue, I think. I love calling back to some stuff like this as well.
Come to think of it, didn't Boss Lou mention something about hoping that the White Horse Adeptus
Yeah.
would show up and let her divine power be known?
And technically she did show up, you know? Yeah, Boss Lou was the guy who was giving us the information at the start of the Lantern Rite, right?
Sure, but Paimon's guessing this wasn't exactly what he had in mind.
Oh my god. How many times we should stop shushing Paimon? I can't handle it anymore.
Little one, it sounds to me that your family is rather well off after all. What then drew you to archaeology? Why subject yourself to such unnecessary hardships?
Even if I stayed at home, there's no guarantee I'd lead a nice, easy life. Just look at my father.
Fair enough.
Recently, my grandfather put him in charge of the guest house, and he came up with a bunch of ideas right away, starting with changing its name.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't turn out well, though. My grandfather yelled at him for days, even calling him a bad son, and they still haven't let it go.
It's crazy like that what happens in real life with families too, though. Like conversations over business, homes, inheritance, all this stuff can tear families apart.
Oh, Paimon thinks we might have heard about that too.
Yep, we were literally talking to him at the start of this whole thing.
Long story short, being dependent on others is never fun. You just end up being completely under their thumb.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
That's why I want to make it on my own out here, no matter how hard it is. After all, as the saying goes, to rise above others, one must endure the hardest of hardships.
She's a great attitude. She really does. And that's what's so sad about her getting grounded is that like she didn't do anything wrong and she actually was trying to make her own way in life. And And she's not wrong about the idea of like being under someone's thumb. Obviously, it's one of those situations if like you're under someone else's rules, you're gonna have to adhere to those rules. And why it might be harder to go out by yourself, some people do find it a lot better.
What's so funny about that?
You poor, innocent little creatures never fail to amuse me. To think you would endure all manner of hardships in your brief time on this mortal plane, and all that merely to rise above others.
I mean, I think she has a good attitude.
I would have thought that the wiser path would be to simply roam this world as I do.
What, just randomly? Not even like adhere to anything?
Huh? Tell me, what is it that you truly delight in? Archaeology? Martial arts? Tea planting? Or perhaps the keeping of a guest house?
What I delight in?
Yeah, what do you like doing, I guess she's asking.
Yes. Surely there must be something you don't find quite so exhausting. Whatever delights you should not feel like a burden.
Yep. Very true.
But do things like that really exist?
Of course. Take Miss Zhongli, for instance. I defy you to detect even a hint of hardship on her face when she wields her walking spatula.
That's really... I love she's using the whole thing with Xiangling was a very cute moment, but now she's using it as actual story moment. Where, like, it's like, oh, look, compare yourself to Xiangling right now. Look what Xiangling is doing. Xiangling is having the time of her life. She volunteered to make more food for us, for her job, you know, because she loves it.
So, since it seems you are resolved to tread the rocky path, you should strive with all your might to pursue that which brings you delight.
This is not bad advice. It's like, hey, if you're going to walk a path that's going to be more difficult, you might as well end up in a place that's going to, like, make you happy, you know? And again, using Xiangling as an example is a perfect example. A perfect example of someone who just enjoys what they do. Now, not everyone has the advantage of being able to do that, by the way. You know what I mean? Not everyone can just do what they want to do.
You mean, like, cosplay?
Cosplay!
I suppose you might say that.
She delights in cosplay.
Looks like the White Horse Adeptus is really getting into her role.
I think I get what you mean, then. Maybe I should have a chat with Miss Zhongli before I head home.
Great inspiration, right?
Okay, everyone. Sorry to keep you waiting. Here's your food. Wow. It all smells so good.
Oh, finally, I get to try that famous poisonous stew.
She keeps calling it the poison stew.
Hey, didn't you hear what Shang said? It wasn't the stew. If anyone's to blame, it's that other you.
True. It is true. Again, obviously we feel for them, but it is 100% true.
What's up?
How fiercely this mortal fare burns upon the tongue.
It's too spicy. If it's too spicy for Adeptus, then they're very much, very much, very much spicy. Look at the tears. Oh, look at this smile everyone's sharing. You and the others devour the food set before you. Once you finished all Luja Shangjing's... Okay. The rest of you make your way to the streets and discuss your next stop on the one-day tour of Liwei.
Most satisfying as poisonous stews go. So where to now?
So she's like, have you had other poisonous stews? I'm sorry for I just, yeah, I don't know why I interrupted there. That's my bad, guys. Apologies. Yeah, great scene. Really great stuff here. Just fun stuff that I thought was just going to be fun stuff. Which again, I do think Genshin is really good at doing that, where they have just a really fun scene that's really heartwarming and charming, but then it adds to the actual like message of the story as well, where like, you know, she's talking to her and she says, hey, like, you know, find something you love to do. If you're going to do something that's difficult, make sure you love doing it. And again, not everyone has the advantage of doing that, but if she is able to do that, then that's one thing that she should definitely pursue. And then using Xiangling as an example of someone who has found something she loves is so great, you know? Really great. Can we go see Hu Tao? I want to go see Hu Tao. It'd be cool to see, like, go to the bookstore and see Sing Show again. But there's so many Liyue characters we can go see.
Oh, there's plenty of entertainment options in Liyue. Paimon will tell you that. The locals like to drink tea, walk their pets, play chess, watch operas, attend storytelling performances.
Yeah, there's a lot here.
Storytelling performances?
You know, like listening to people telling stories. They're usually based on old Liyue legends, just like their operas. Stuff like the Divine Damsel of Devastation, Through the Eyes of a Dragon, or the Sanctification of Tao Do.
We've heard about a lot of these, haven't we?
What about the story of the bright moon that sits in the sky above us?
Do you want to tell that story?
Paimon doesn't think she's heard that one. Still, the moon does come up quite a lot. It's even in the name itself. The Yue in Liyue actually means moon.
I don't know if they said that before, but I definitely forgot that.
Since we're on the subject, you like telling stories yourself, right? Why don't we go check it out?
That's what I'm saying. Like, couldn't you tell the story about the moon itself? I think she'd have some amazing stories.
In that case, I'll have to trouble the two of you to lead the way.
Awesome! Let's go! Third round knockout, here we come!
What a tongue twister. I'd have made a complete fool of myself if I tried to say it on stage without practicing.
Can I say I didn't think this is where we were going? I thought we were going to the place up above where they do the storytelling stuff, but I thought this was actually third round knockout. Don't they usually tell the stories on the above platform, the pedestal place? You know, with the stair, the way you have to go up the stairs, and there's like a storytelling platform. But I guess I don't know.
Call yourself Iron Tongue, Tien. Wobbly Tongue, Tien, more like.
Wobbly tongue, Tien. Okay.
I used to have that problem a lot. But if you just take your time to grasp the meaning and commit it to memory, you'll be able to say it smoothly in no time.
Of course, Eugen's so used to me performing and speaking on stage, right?
You're right, Miss Yoon. I'll give it another try.
Well, I mean, Tian would be too, but I feel like it's different with an opera performer. You know, so many intricate, different like emotions throughout the song, so many things to remember. You know.
Hey, Yunchin! Fancy seeing you here! What are you two talking about?
Ah, Traveler and Paimon, we meet again. And who, may I ask, is this?
You may call me the White Horse Adeptus.
The White Horse Adeptus?
Yeah, it's a cosplay.
She's not really an Adeptus.
She's just cosplaying as one.
I see. Well, it certainly looks like a lot of fun.
If there's anyone who appreciates cosplay, it would be someone who like does performance plays, right?
Oh, funny you mention it. This type of thing is actually something I'm quite familiar with. Once, to perform Through the Eyes of a Dragon, I decided to imagine that I was Rex Lapis himself. It was the only way to truly inhabit his mindset and understand his resolve to quell those demons.
It's kind of funny because I'm 100% not a big fan of, what do they call it, when the actor method acting? Like, I think I just, because usually when you hear method actors, it's like, yeah, Tony Mamaluk, he was method acting on the set all the time. He would walk up to people and, you know, threaten them with a knife. And you're like, dude, you're just annoying. I'm not saying this is what he's doing. We know every time they have a story of method acting, it's always like, yeah, Johnny Bamboni, he was method acting all the time. He used to punch everyone in the jaw. And it's like, it's like, you're just bad. You're a bad person. Stop it.
Sounds like you just wanted an excuse to feel all big and powerful.
Possibly.
Hey, you just don't understand how inspiration works.
You're one to talk. Paimon's traveled all over with the traveler.
Look at her angry face.
She's seen things that would make your jaw drop.
Tell him, Paimon.
All right, then. Since you claim to be so knowledgeable, why don't you prove it by reciting an ancient poem?
Bro said, why don't you name 10 bands? Like, what's wrong with you?
Poem? Which one?
But see, I feel like that's not a measure. Okay, I know what he's doing, but that's not a measure of knowledge. Paimon has more knowledge than Tian because she's more well-traveled. But in terms of like the world and the things she's seen, like the people she's met, she could talk with the Fatui for ages, and the Sumeru's history and the Nod Karai. That doesn't mean she's smarter or not smarter than Tian. It just means that she knows one thing more. Like, yeah, maybe he's better at ancient poems, you know?
Ha! See? You mean to tell me you've never even heard of the ancient poem called An Ancient Poem?
Bro, you started this by doing this, okay? You said this. You don't understand her inspiration words. You challenge Paimon by saying she doesn't have an inspiration words, and she says the truth, which is like travel all the world, and you would see things that make your jaw drop. And then you did the whole name 10 bands thing on her.
What kind of a title is that?
Tell him, Paimon.
Quit teasing, Paimon. We only just found out about that ourselves. He's talking about the writing on those ancient relics.
Eugene, it's too late. We're gonna be dragging him behind the restaurant, the Woman restaurant at night. He's getting jumped.
When we first saw it, we couldn't figure out what it all meant. So in the meantime, we decided to just refer to it as an ancient poem.
That's cool.
However, thanks to the painstaking work of the scholars who were tasked with decoding it, it seems like that's exactly what it was. Or rather, an ode offered in veneration of the moon and the White Horse Adeptus.
Oh yeah! Didn't Kuching mention that before? It's got something to do with Longon, right?
Longon has been the key word this time, hasn't it?
That is correct. The Ministry of Civil Affairs has issued a notice stating that, although it is true that the moon may disappear tonight, we should be in no danger. In other words, there's nothing to fear. But if you're worried, we can always take a leaf from the Book of the Ancients. By reciting this poem, I mean, and calling for the White Horse Adeptus' aid. If we do that, I'm certain she'll protect our moon and keep us safe.
Again, it's such a simple idea, but such a great idea. Everyone talking about the White Horse Adeptus, while a part of the White Horse Adeptus is like right in front of us, right? You know, it's a really great idea.
Oh, seriously? Paimon has to get a look at this.
Under the moon, eternal light, in radiant night, a maiden grants silk soft and light. Under moon, iridescent, in night divine, a maiden grants fiber for cloth so fine. Under the moon, frost, and night so great, a maiden grants tools. Oh, this is what the this is definitely what the White Horse Adeptus gave to people, right? The fields are plowed, the seeds are grown, and from the earth life is grown. The seedlings stretch, the crops do rise and unfold before our eyes. The fruits are gathered, sweet wine is poured. These gifts we offered to our Lord. Pure as heaven, so fair and bright she shines, as light in this dark night. And with her does this wish take flight. So people wishing and you know, sending their lanterns or moon lanterns up to the moon, right? 100%.
Under moon eternal, in radiant night, a maiden grants silk, soft and light? What in Tibet's that supposed to mean? Under moon iridescent, in night divine, blah blah blah, something cloth so fine.
I think it's legit talking about this stuff. Maybe I'm wrong, but to me, like even this line here on the moon is great. It sounds like all the stuff that the White Horse Adeptus gave to the people of Long Gone.
Something about fields being plowed, something else about seeds being sown from the earth. Seriously? What is this?
The fields are plowed, the seeds are sown, and from the earth, life is grown.
Whoa! You did that without even looking!
I mean, it's probably like a huge part. It was part of her life.
Bravo! Bravo! We have an expert in our midst. Looks like this young lady really does know her role inside out. If I didn't know any better, I'd have taken her for the real deal.
If only you knew.
That's because I am the real deal.
I love that. That's one of my favorite things about her, like, honestly, is that she's like, while we're pretending she's a cosplay, she has no problem just like messing with people just a little bit, being like, but I am, you know, because she knows that because again, I don't think she cares if people know she's the White Horse Adeptus. She seems so carefree about that, right? And she loves messing with people as well. But she also knows that at this time we have this safety net. We're like, and she knows we're trying to like clean up this every single time she says it. So I think she's having fun with that too.
That's the spirit. This is exactly the kind of mindset I was talking about.
Oh my god, what is he doing?
Behold, mortals, I am none other than the indomitable Rex Lapis himself. Kneel before my godly splendor.
Oh, if you know Rex Lapis so much, name his favorite tea. Huh? What does he look like right now, do you know? Paimon knows.
Believe me, young lady, I know exactly why you do it. Back in the day, I was just like you.
I must say you are rather amusing as mortals go.
Miss White Horse Adeptus, it is a great pleasure to make your acquaintance today. I have some questions regarding the poem, and I was wondering, perhaps, if you might be able to shed some light
That's
on
really
it?
cool that they're like treating her like an expert, right? That she has the knowledge on this.
You want me to explain the full meaning of its verses?
Your guidance would be much appreciated.
Fascinating. Huh. Tell me, do all the people of Liyue still express such reverence for the ancient ways?
Well, it's true that we hold a deep fondness for our history, but it is hardly our only pursuit. One of my good friends, for instance, is even more devoted to the modern Fontanian art of rock and roll.
It's so cool you to mention that. But like I wonder if like the perspective that Zhongli wanted to show here, because what we've seen so far is people having hopes and dreams, right? People wanting for the future, people having passionate jobs and stuff they care about, and now we're seeing people having a care for history and a want to recite that history, and a passion for like creativity.
Exactly. And don't forget, great practitioners of the role-playing arts walk among us too. People like me and you, young lady.
And it might just be like generally like the love for history that is really being shown here as well.
Yes. So rather than placing too much emphasis on our reverence for the ancient ways, it might be better to say that here in Liyue, 100 passions bloom, each with a voice of its own.
Okay. It's like everyone has a different passion. Everyone has something that they love.
I see. Then, I suppose it wouldn't do any harm for me to enlighten you. In truth, it is but a simple poem of blessings. Its meaning is this. As the eternal moon rises in the night sky, a maiden adorned with lustrous jade descends upon the earth. She blesses the kudzu vines and mulberry leaves, so that they may be used to make coarse cloth that is nevertheless soft, light, and comfortable to
So
wear.
it is like what she kind of blessed and gave to the people of long gone.
As the iridescent moon rises in the night sky, a maiden adorned with lustrous jade descends upon the earth. She blesses the kudzu vines and hemp, so that they may be used to make fine, luxurious cloth. As the frost moon rises in the night sky, a maiden adorned with lustrous jade descends upon the earth. She blesses the mugwort and artemisia, so that they may be perfect for divination.
You really see how much people relied on like those blessings, right?
So she really did come down from the moon?
And we even saw that in the vision. You know, we even saw that in the vision as well.
She shows the people how to use the plow and spade to purge the land of weeds, till the soil, and heap up the earth to make it fertile. Then with the hoe, she teaches them to sow their grain, bestowing the promise of life upon every seed.
And this is what I was talking about last time, like it's literally giving people life, right? It's literally people, you know, if you give them the ability to grow food, to make food, to give them fertile land, that is literally helping them live forever.
She blesses the millet and the beans, ensuring that their stalks and vines stretch forth without end. She graces the wheat and the rice, so that their heavy heads are filled with plump, glistening grain.
Sounds like she's a real pro at all this farming stuff.
I mean, that was her name, wasn't it? It was a wheat and I forget the name itself, but it was like to do with like her whole thing was related to the idea of like horticulture, right? And farming.
The fruits of the field are harvested and brewed into sacred wine for honored guests. This we reverently present to the divine maiden, with every ceremonial step flawlessly observed, so that she may witness the depth of our piety and respect.
And we know she genuinely cared a lot about those people.
Oh, divine maiden, how can your graceful presence in the sky not seem like that of a fairy descending from the heavens? Oh, divine maiden, how does your pure and radiant form not resemble the guardian spirit of our land? I send my heart's desire, ascending to the heavens, beseeching you to grant us good fortune and blessings in the coming year.
This is actually a really beautiful moment, having her like recite this full thing and explain this full thing. And it does line up with what we've learned so far.
I find myself speechless, moved beyond the power of words to convey. Oh, young lady, you have shown me the heights to which a true role player might aspire.
She's definitely an expert. Yeah, like to me, there was just something so not relaxing as well about her explaining this. Can I just say as well? I was like relaxed like, as hell, but also like it's you know, word for word this recitement of this meaning. It lines up with what we saw before, but also shows that this form of Zabai is also incredibly knowledgeable and probably still like thinks about, you know, even though she says that she's completely different from Zabai, she still thinks about these or still has knowledge of these old sayings and these ancient poems.
A truly remarkable performance. I did not anticipate that anyone could unravel this poem with such depth and clarity, and so soon after the Ministry of Civil Affairs noticed, too.
Very cool.
I'd even begun to consider myself somewhat versed in the matter, but as they say, there's always someone more knowledgeable out there. Allow me to extend my thanks to you, Miss Whitehorse Adeptus.
I think this is also really important to know as well, where no matter how knowledgeable you are of something, yeah, it's true. Someone will always know something more. I think I always related to the idea of like going to college and, you know, in your school, you're like the smartest person when it comes to one particular topic or subject, or you can be, or you're the most passionate or something. And then you go to college and then you meet like, you know, everyone else is exactly as passionate, sometimes more passionate. You know what I mean? There is other people out there, 100%.
You are far too humble, young one. I must confess, it is I who have been surprised. Not only by you, but also by this Leeway Harbor of the present day.
It's and I wonder if again that is the care for their history, the passion for what they do, you know, the want to study the past and to understand the past.
Ah, so you're not from Liyue. And what, may I ask, has surprised you about it?
Great question. We're going to get full clarity on this.
Oh, it's nothing really.
Or not.
Just some old memories scattered here and there.
Okay.
Very well, my guides. I suppose it is time we set forth on the next part of our excursion. I'd like to go see that wharf now. What say the two of you?
Sure, 100%.
No problem. We'll take you wherever you want.
Oh, leaving so soon? Before you go, allow me to introduce myself. I am Yunjin, director of the Yunhan Opera Troupe. May I ask your name in return?
My own name is scarcely worth mentioning, but since you asked, perhaps I'll tell you the title of that poem instead.
Huh? So, it isn't actually called an ancient poem?
For someone who studies those ancient poems and poetry and stories from the past, this would be a huge big, like, again, like, this is one of those things, like, if you know about studying history or anything like that as well, guys, like, usually everything's fragmented. Sometimes you'll only find, like, bits and pieces of stuff. To get, like, a full name of, like, what a poem was called, like, for sure.
Of course not. Its real title is Odes of Long Zabai.
Okay.
Odes of Long Zabai.
And the name, of course, the Whitehorse Adeptus.
All right then, until we meet again.
She said she was very happy to... She said, like, when Yujin asked the question of, like, what is it that you were surprised about? I think it was, like, maybe that she just found out that, like, a lot of people are studying her and studying the Whitehorse Adeptus. We saw this here with the poem about the Whitehorse Adeptus. We saw this with down at the restaurant where they were all talking about, like, the ancient artifacts of the Whitehorse Adeptus and related to Long Gone and the Jade and all this stuff too. So I wonder if it is, like, a thing that Zhongli wanted her to see, that people still care about the past. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's also that people are still studying about the past. Maybe it's still people, like, put effort into understanding the past. I was hoping that, like there was a bit of my heart that was like, maybe Hu Tao will be right here. But you know what I mean? Like, maybe it is that. Because Zhongli obviously did this for a reason. You know, Zhongli's not dumb in any way, shape, or form. He 100% did this for a reason. Who's that? Is that who we're going to see? It looks like... Yanfei? And... It's Yanfei, and is it... Ganyu?
Hey, Ganyu! I almost forgot to mention. On my recent trip to Notcry,
I came across something really fascinating in the Frost Moon Scion's library.
So, you don't want to stop to talk to us? That would have been really nice.
I found records in their collection of another divine envoy living on the moon.
Oh, wow.
A divine envoy on the moon? You don't think it could have been referring to the White Horse Adeptus?
I mean, it could have been part of the White Horse
you?
Adeptus for sure, right?
No way to say for sure. Still, the similarities between our legends are intriguing, to say the least. Isn't it amazing? Especially when you consider how far apart we are.
That's the thing, like, there's, like, as you said, cultural similarities, right?
It truly is. We might live in different lands, but when we look up at the night sky, we all see the same moon and stars.
I always love that. I always love when anyone says something like that.
Right? It's like we're all bound together, no matter where we are. When you think of it like that, it's almost as if our friends from other nations will be right here celebrating with us.
So beautiful.
Isn't that a wonderful thought?
It is. It's 100% beautiful. I think it's always like, give me great hope. It's like we're all under the same space. You know what I mean? It's a really gorgeous idea. And it's a really great way of having like a feeling together, even when you're not together, you know? Even though we're traveling in different places, we're still in the same world as the characters we've met and we adored.
No wonder you were so excited to go see the giant lantern when you first got back. Sounds like you're a real fan of the White Horse Adeptus,
Yeah,
huh?
it seems like there's a connection between all the places we're going to now. We're seeing people like have an admiration and a want to study the White Horse Adeptus.
I guess you could say that. Just a pity she's so elusive. Even Granny's never met her, you know? Maybe she really is just a legend after all.
Is it gonna be right on cue?
Hey,
Yep.
Trust Paimon. The White Horse Adeptus is as real can be.
Paimon, she had such a serious tone to that too.
Huh? Oh, look! It's the Traveler and Paimon! Feels like I haven't seen you two in, like, forever. Happy Lantern Rite. It's so good to see you
It's so
again.
good to see you.
Hey, you two. Happy Lantern
Happy
Rite.
Lantern Rite, Ganyu. I hope you're relaxing and having a good time.
Did I hear you right just now, Paimon? Does that mean you've actually seen the White Horse Adeptus?
Maybe. Maybe we have.
She has indeed. And now, so
She jumps
have
right
you.
into it. She's so playful with this.
Uh-huh. And you are? Why, who else? The White Horse Adeptus, of course.
I love Ganyu and the Yanfei shared like a little bit of like a look with each other.
Could you maybe start with something else next time?
She jumps in with it every single time.
You're the White Horse Adeptus?
She's cosplaying as the White Horse Adeptus.
That's right. Allow Paimon to introduce you to our new friend, Zichao. She's been low-key obsessed with cosplaying the White Horse Adeptus ever since we
It's
met
her thing. It's just her thing.
I see. Well then, greetings, Miss Zichao. My name is Yanfei, and recently I've been low-key obsessed with learning everything I can about the White Horse Adeptus.
I'm sure the two of you will get along like a house on fire. Oh, and by the way, I'm Ganyu.
So, Miss Zichao, you must be here to see the giant lantern too, right?
Like I said before, just on the baseline, this is so sweet seeing the characters that we love so much. Once again.
Hmm? A horse-shaped Zhao lantern? Is that what I think
Look
it
at
is?
this. Oh god, she lit up. You could hear it in her voice she lit up. I think this is what it is. I think we're trying to show her that like people have such an admiration still for the White Horse Adeptus.
That's right. A lantern made to honor the White Horse Adeptus herself. Isn't it
It's
gorgeous?
stunning. Oh my god, she's so happy. she's bubbling.
Huh? What are you laughing at?
Both the lantern and myself.
Yeah?
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean yourself?
Oh, this lantern truly is an artistic masterpiece. But tell me this. Have any of you ever seen a horse before?
What do you mean? Wait. Have we seen a horse in Tibet? I don't think so.
Come to think of it, Paimon can't remember ever actually seeing one herself.
Yeah.
What about you, Traveler?
Me neither. I have, but not here is a great way to answer.
Oh, this horse
horse appears to be mid-trot, but it has adopted what is called a lateral gait, where the legs on one side of the body move together in unison. A rather rare sight indeed.
She's like, talking about like the specifics.
Just now, I suddenly pictured myself, I mean, the White Horse Adeptus running the same way. The image was so absurd, I could barely contain my mirth.
That's so charming. That is legitimately so charming. Like the idea of just like, again, like it is one of those things where like, you know, you make yourself laugh just by thinking of something. This is definitely that.
Oh, really? I never knew that. You learn something every day, huh?
Oh, come on! It's basically a giant piece of fan art. Who cares if it's different than the original?
So why laugh at yourself? I think it's kind of funny. I think it's kind of funny. And honestly, like, you know, I think she, out of everyone, she definitely has the right to laugh at like a, you know, if something is like this, or laugh at herself, especially when it's about her, like, true form, I guess. You know?
I was merely laughing at my own ignorance. I came here thinking that the White Horse Adeptus's tale had been long forgotten. Yet here I am, gazing upon a lantern made in her honor.
That seems to be a common thing, as we said, with the second form as well. They couldn't even believe that people from Long Gone were still here. Like, and she didn't even know that people still, again, because she lived in the mountains. She didn't really, like, you know, venture outside. She legitimately, like, never would have known that people still remembered this. But now she's seeing, like, people are so passionate about it.
Well, you couldn't have been more mistaken. There are so many tales about the White Horse Adeptus, I'm starting to lose count. Just off the top of my head...
This is such a sweet thing.
Just so you know, Yanfei, we've heard it all, like, 1,000,000 times before.
I mean, I wouldn't mind hearing it again.
Uh-huh. But there's one thing I can guarantee that you haven't.
Huh? You mean, like, a new chapter of her stories come to light?
That'd be really interesting if it is.
Mm-hmm. And I heard it from Ganyu just yesterday. Hey, why don't you share it with the others?
Please.
Sure, no problem. Where to begin? Do you guys still remember what Liyue's Moon Chase Festival is about?
Please remind me.
Of course! It's a festival held in honor of the stove.
I absolutely adore that we always have to stop ourselves, you know, sometimes with this stuff, because we have more knowledge than the average human has.
That's right. But it took a really long time for the Stove God Festival to become what it is today. In its earliest form, it was actually an adeptal ritual known as the Moon Chase Rite.
Paimon remembers Madame Ping mentioning that before, but she never explained exactly what it was.
According to Cloud Retainer, the Moon Chase Rite was originally a ritual meant for communicating with the moon.
Communicating with the moon? But for what purpose?
Which to me, like, sound like, I don't know, I think the elevating of the moon lantern sounds like that's like a, you know, a form of communication. Praying to the moon goddess sounds like or to the White Horse Adeptus sounds like a form of communication, but I guess this was like a direct communication in some way?
At first, Cloud Retainer wasn't entirely sure either, as it was always Rex Lapis who performed the ritual.
Whoa! Rex Lapis did it himself? Must have been a really important ritual.
I still love we keep having to stop ourselves. Again, it shows how much, like, we have just like a knowledge of this world that goes beyond, you know, the what's perceived in front of everybody, I suppose. Like, we have such like a experience in this world with the Adepti.
That's right. Unfortunately, despite numerous attempts, they never actually received any response from the moon, which is why they eventually stopped performing.
So they tried, but they just didn't get anything out of it?
But then, just yesterday, Kutching took a picture of the moon being obscured by a dark hole to Cloud Retainer and asked if it had anything to do with the Moon Chase Rite.
Oh yeah, that was the, obviously the picture we saw, right?
The moment Cloud Retainer saw it, it suddenly dawned on her that the rite might have been an attempt to reach the White Horse Adeptus all along.
Okay.
Does that mean Zhongli's been trying to bring back the White Horse Adeptus all this time?
Were they so... That's pretty freaking beautiful, but also incredibly sad. That Zhongli all this time has been doing this? as an attempt to like get his friend back. Zhongli is equal parts the most like you know, fun character to be around when it comes to social stuff. But I feel like every time a Zhongli story comes up, it's always going to be heartbreaking in some way. That dude yearns to have his friends back. He yearns to just be with them again, you know?
So how about that?
He'd do anything.
Bet you never thought there might even be a link between the White Horse Adeptus and the Moon Chase Festival.
It is quite a revelation, yes. Not exactly an idea I've considered before. No, like, legitimately, though, that's like... It's heartbreaking, right? Because that just means Zhongli, quietly, to himself, has been trying to bring back the White Horse Adeptus this whole time, and now he finally feels like he has a chance to do something about it. It's quite the revelation.
If Keqing hadn't taken that picture to Cloud Retainer, we would never have known any of this.
Wait, so I wonder if Jishao is gonna realize now, oh wait, he's been trying to reach me this whole entire time.
This is probably what Keqing was referring to that day when she mentioned there were some ideas she wanted to follow up on.
Yeah, 100%.
So, Geo Archon. All this time, you've been striving to awaken her.
There it is. Oh man. And you hear her voice change as well. Yeah. Sorry guys, usually I'd be yapping away at this, but like, it's just kind of stopped me in my tracks a little bit. Just thinking of Zhongli once again doing something. Again, he does this all the freaking time, not in the same way, but like, he quietly yearns to see his friends again. He quietly yearns for them all to be safe. He would do anything for those people to be safe. And if he thinks there's even a chance of awakening the White Horse Adeptus again, he's gonna take it. Man, I feel sick almost thinking about it. Like, it's so beautiful but so sad.
Huh? What do you mean, awaken?
Nothing. What I truly meant to say was, this new insight you've provided has been truly eye-opening.
110%.
Oh, by the way, my trusty guides, I've been meaning to ask, where in Liyue Harbor might one enjoy an expansive scenic view?
That's a good question, right? Maybe, well, I would go to a mountaintop.
Huh? We're off to the next stop already? But Paimon's barely done digesting that lore bomb just now.
All the more reason to find the right spot to let it sink in.
Oh, we have a chat, maybe?
Oh, so that's what you're up to. A tour of Liyue Harbor? In that case, if you're looking for a spot with a panoramic view, I'd recommend Yujing Terrace.
Okay.
That's a great idea. Since the terrace is on higher ground, the sea view from up there's so much better.
I love ocean views. Oh my freaking god. One of my favorite memories is like, you know, driving to like the ocean and seeing the horizon in the distance. Oh, it was always so incredible. It was awe-inspiring. You know when you're not even like close to the beach, but you can see the horizon in the distance? Oh my god.
Great.
Incredible stuff.
Well, the Lantern Rite's about to start, so we should get back to Granny's now. Hope to see you all at the festival tonight.
Oh, you're off too? All right then. See you both soon.
This is a really beautiful scene. Once again, it's one of those things that like I feel like all of these, even though we kind of got the gist of what's happening here in terms of like they're trying to show Jishao that like not only is the world not forgotten about her, but Zhongli hasn't forgotten about her at 400%. And it's like, but like it creeps up on you all the time. I think that's what's so good about this is that there's these very casual conversations where eventually you're like, oh, that's what they're trying to show her, you know what I mean? Again, I don't think Zhongli like could predict that like everyone was going to be able to show her this. I think he just knew that like because people didn't forget about the White Horse Adeptus, and it's actually a really important part of the history of Liyue, she was going to encounter someone who cared about the White Horse Adeptus at some point walking through Liyue Harbor. And we're seeing this here right now.
See you soon.
And they did it in a very natural way. Because you could say, well, oh, she just randomly found 3 people to talk about the White Horse Adeptus. There's a freaking White Horse Adeptus statue here. Of course people are going to be talking about it. It's going to be the main topic of conversation through this whole event. So, of course it would make sense that she would find someone to talk about this. 2 great characters as well. Look how beautiful Liyue is.
Very well, my guides. What are we waiting for?
Her voice is definitely softened, right?
Okay, you're the boss. Eugene Terrace it is. After all, the customer's always right.
Hold on a second.
Something else you needed to do?
Let's take a photo here in front of the giant lantern. A photo with Xiao.
Oh, Paimon likes that idea.
I love a good photo.
And what, may I ask, is a photo?
Oh, you know, again, she's always up in the mountains. Even the other adept, I know what a photo is, you know?
It's this awesome invention that lets you record moments in the blink of an eye. Except, you've gotta try not to actually blink.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh? What must I do in preparation then?
Nothing. All you gotta do is choose a pose. The Traveler will handle everything else.
The pose we have behind the camera. Photos are always very charming in Genshin. They always mean the world. Oh, look. That's an expression. Like, genuinely, like photos always mean the world. And look at Paimon pointing up as well. Because, like, they're always like, while they're like, you know, in real life they mean a lot too. They capture a moment in time, right? But I think in Genshin they're so intentionally to do that, right? It's so intentional that they want you to sit and rest and think about this moment for a bit, you know? Oh, that's beautiful.
We got a great picture. Paimon's gonna call it The White Horse Adeptus Meets the White Horse Adeptus in Liyue Harbor.
This is so sweet. The Traveler's glowing, by the way.
Huh. They've even discovered a way to preserve moments in time. Now I truly am curious to witness what else these mortals might accomplish.
110% right. They're amazing. The people of Liyue especially are amazing people. They're so amazing.
Very well. Let us proceed. Eugene Terrace lies in that direction, does it not?
Her voice has changed, like that confident snarkiness, kind of like whateverness of her voice has changed to kind of like, it's definitely like the emotions of this place have gotten to her. That's really cool.
Hey, wait for us!
That's really, really cool. It's definitely gotten to her. Oh, are we warping just there? That was the sound of a chest. Gorgeous, isn't it? It is a gorgeous view.
Truly a marvelous view if ever there was one. It seems the charm of this Liyue harbor is only heightened by the sun's dying light.
It's stunning. Like, it's so crazy. Like, this is like such an early part of Genshin. And I think that's one of the things, like, we travel through these areas sometimes to farm a lot, right? But when you're in a story, I feel like it's a different perspective. When you're doing a quest, like, seeing this type of stuff is a joy and a treat. It feels special in so many different ways. Because I feel like, you know, when I'm farming, I don't look around a lot. You know, I'm getting in, I'm getting out, getting my stuff so I can do some other stuff like that I need to do. But like when you're in a world like this and you take the time to stop and smell the roses, you realize just how lucky we are to have a world that gives us stuff like this. You know what I mean? I know people say, well, like, you know, sometimes people always retort whenever I say, like, oh, we're lucky to have video games with, well, we pay for them and we give them, I know this is a free-to-play game, but, you know, people give gems and all that stuff too, 100%, but that doesn't change the fact, in my view, that, like, video games will always be, like, a miracle to me. They'll always be something that's so incredible that we're even able to have this, and especially good video games that stay in your heart. Like, I feel lucky that we have Liyue. I feel lucky.
Mm-hmm. And soon, people will start releasing their Xiao lanterns to mark the most important day of the year. Practically everyone will be with their friends and family, eating a big meal, chatting, and even setting off fireworks. Trust Paimon, it'll look even more amazing then. What do you say? Want to stay to see that?
It is one of the most amazing times. I got to see Liyue for the first time in the nighttime, and it was gorgeous.
No need. Let us bring this weary day to a close.
Oh yeah? Doesn't it seem like she's opened up? It seems like there was like 3 locks in her heart. And then, like, every time she found someone who cared about the archaeological history, the poetic history, and the ode history. And then the third thing was seeing that people not only built statues to them as well, but, like, Zhongli cared so much about her as well. It really, like, broke those chains in her heart, and it feels like it's beating again, you know? It's for Liyue, I should say.
Weary day? You mean, you didn't enjoy your tour?
Oh, Paimon's so upset.
I had imagined you would arrange for me to witness some grand spectacle. Perhaps the descent of divine beings, the manifestation of the sacred before mortal eyes, or the appearance of a selfless hero come to aid the helpless and downtrodden.
I don't know if we're just able to like make that happen, right? I don't know if that's how that works.
Or, should that not come to pass, then at the very least, spend a little more coin. For that, it seems, is how one finds true enjoyment.
Wait, in money?
Alas, but there was none of these. Instead, we merely filled our bellies, listened to tales, and gazed upon a crude imitation of my likeness. And now the sun begins its descent.
Why? It's so funny that, and maybe this is the point, gorgeous stuff there as well. She talks about all this amazing stuff we could have seen, but then the way she describes this, filled our bellies, listened to tales, and gazed upon this crude imitation of my likeness. Why does this sound like one of the most beautiful days you could have, you know?
What a day of quiet tedium.
That's sometimes lovely, you know? Like if there's a food festival on in my town, that's, you know, generally what I like is kind of like the quietness of it. Well, not quietness of it. Like after the day is done, the quiet afterwards is really nice.
Well, we're so sorry.
Oh, Paimon.
If we'd known that was what you wanted, we'd have done it all differently.
No, I think we showed her a great day. I think that it's just one of those things where like it's you know, in my opinion, her words have double meanings. I think that why she's saying this is what she wanted. I think she's actually, her voice tells me she appreciated this day more than she's letting on.
It's all that Zhongli's fault for not making the customer's requirements clear.
Well, it's too late now. Do you still believe I would part with that soul fragment, now so intertwined with my very being?
I think I heard your voice. I heard it change. I heard your heart open.
But
oh, Paimon, quit scaring. But yeah, okay.
I knew you were the more astute of the pair.
Well, no, I think Paimon's very smart. It's just that you were making her feel like she failed in it as a tour guide. But yeah, no, I could tell her voice had changed. I could tell her heart was open.
Huh? You were just trying to scare Paimon?
Paimon, you can jump her if you want.
It seems the realm of the Geo Archon has a way of making one more stony-faced.
Yeah, her humor is deadpan. I have that too sometimes. People think I'm like very serious sometimes with my jokes in life. I remember like in old workplaces, I would like make a joke. I would never make inappropriate jokes. I make a joke like, and then they'd be like, "Oh Jesus, sorry that happened," and I'm like, "Yeah, wait, no." I'd say something like, you know, very like silly, but I guess could like because you'd say it with such a serious face sometimes. Which, you know, people would be like, Calvin, you tell jokes in a serious manner. I mean, you can do crazy jokes, but I feel like sometimes I do get a lot of people saying like I make deadpan jokes. And I do get some people in the comments sometimes do timestamp and go like, actually this is this, and I'm like, well, I was joking. That's, you know.
So, you were just pulling Paimon's leg?
That's exactly what was happening, Paimon. But you were a great tour guide.
Of course. I was merely engaging in a little banter with the two of you.
Bit of banter, like, you know, a little banter.
Long ago, I shared tales with various mortals who chanced upon my mountain abode. Never did I imagine that those stories would endure. It seems I greatly underestimated them.
That must feel so good that these stories you told so long ago and the stories about yourself and your history and all these things like still last to this day.
Perhaps, as your Geolord said, a few pieces of ancient Langan's magnificent jade have truly become part of the very foundation of this land.
Lovely stuff.
So, you've decided to help us?
Paimon is going through it. She's going through it. Please never trick Paimon again.
Again, that goes without saying. I made up my mind some time ago now.
And when was that exactly?
When I beheld a rather intriguing scene as I set foot in this city.
Oh, yeah?
I saw porters passing through the alleys, setting down heavy wooden crates from their weary shoulders. Peddlers pushing carts as the kites and lanterns upon them rustled gently in the breeze.
This is so interesting.
I saw cooks cooking, actors acting,
okay,
scholars reading, soldiers marching, children playing, elders resting, officials officiating, and
beautiful.
The common folk absorbed in this or that,
this is so
reveling
beautiful.
in the simple joys of life. Some, it seems, have already found that which stirs their hearts, while others continue to fret, troubled by uncertain futures.
Like we were talking in the restaurant.
Yet, in this gentle and serene order, each holds fast to their anticipation, not only for the celebrations to come, but also for the first light of the morrow.
This is so freaking gorgeous. Because to me, like, what she's saying here, and again, like, I think, like, you know, for me, what I said before about the unlocking of the heart, I do think that her heart was unlocked, and you can tell her voice softened as time went on. But because like it was probably like, you know, the more beautiful thing she's seen. But what she's also saying here is that she made up her mind when she saw Liyue in general, like what everyone was doing, like how this place was like, you know, just living its life. And I wonder if it is a thing, and this is maybe just, again, being presumptuous. We saw that video of Zabai watching over Long Gone. And I wonder if it is a thing in her mind where it's like, you know, all this beautiful stuff here about, you know, the people here doing their job, living their daily lives. I wonder if it does remind her a little bit of Long Gone.
Scenes I once yearned to behold now unfold before me. No longer in Long Gone, but in Liyue Harbor.
Oh
thousands of years on.
Love that. That's so, again, that's such a good writing. Watched over Long Gone. Long Gone may be gone, but the spirit of Long Gone still is here. It's still alive.
How wondrous is this mortal realm.
Thank you. That's so beautiful. That fills my heart up with so much freaking joy.
Thank you, White Horse Adeptus. Thank you so much.
So she sees Long Gone in Liyue. Like that's more than you could ever ask for. And it's not just like, oh yeah, we're gonna succeed in our mission. It's also like, I'm so glad that she sees it this way. I'm so glad she's found some warmth here.
Adeptus, Adepti, perhaps the singular art in which we are truly proficient.
Sorry, just hit the mic.
Is that of sequestering ourselves within the high mountains. But once we leave our mountain refuge, we find ourselves drawn back to mortal ways all the same.
And that is kind of true though, right? With the Adepti, when they do leave their area, they integrate so well with the world. Not so well with the world, but like you see, like they all kind of like, you know, become a part of this world very quickly.
So, it is I who should offer my thanks to the two of you. Traveler, Paimon, you have made this day more delightful than any I've known in a long time.
No, legitimately, G-Shout, that's so nice.
Come now, and take what it is you need.
What? This is gonna happen right now?
You mean, like, right now? But don't you think we should wait for Zhongli?
Oh, yeah.
That won't be necessary. All things shall meet again in their time.
Aww.
For the waters know no rest, and the flowers their appointed season.
But I mean, if Zhongli does get to see the full form of his friend, right, and save his friend, that is like a big deal as well.
One need not fear that life is but a journey of goodbyes.
Oh, that hits. That hits so hard. Holy hell. That hits so hard. Life is just a journey of goodbyes. What a again, can I just say, I didn't expect this to be this beautiful with this character. Like, I didn't know how, like, amazing, like, the relation of Long Gone and Liyue was going to hit. I didn't know how much the story was going to... Even when we were just sitting down having food, I thought this was going to be very chill Act 3 for some reason. And it was very chill in a very beautiful way. But they were letting that rest. They were letting that sit. They were letting that really sink in. And so when eventually we do get to have this moment, it hits so hard. It hits so hard. The quietness.
Yes, she's gone.
Zhongli.
A deadly self is formed from the body's impure vapors, so naturally it cannot survive long in this world. Had it not been sustained by the remnant of Zibai's soul, it would have faded away a long time past.
So that's what she was saying, and like about reaching. What was the phrasing she used here? All should meet again in their time, for the waters had known a rest, and the flowers their appointed season. So it's like everything will get to its destination. It feels like.
Now that the remnant is gone, it has severed its ties to the mortal world.
Zhongli, how are you holding up? And I know he'd never do, but I would love for Zhongli to just like hug us and start. No, not that I'd love to see him cry, but like if he needed to ever cry, I'd be so here for him, you know.
Zhongli, when did you get here?
A while ago.
A while ago. That's very Zhongli. That's very Zhongli. He's always watching.
I would have thought you'd at least want to say goodbye.
Though mountains endure, the ceaseless waters will, at last, wear away their sharp edges. Thus must I meet the marks wrought upon her by the ruler of time with great caution.
Actually, you're just terrible at saying goodbye. I think what Zhongli is saying here is that, like, if I'm interpreting this right, is that water is being used as an idea of the passage of time. So he's trying to be weary about interacting with things that have been weared away by the passage of time? He's like, oh, he's actually thinking about this.
It may be goodbye for now, but someday we will meet again.
That always hits as well. When someone says that, you know, it's a we will meet again. It's not goodbye forever, just goodbye for now. That hits so hard. I'm terrible at goodbyes, by the way. I'm terrible at it. It doesn't matter if it's video game, movie, real life, animal, whatever. I'm terrible at goodbyes. And it's not that I can't say goodbye. I will cry right in front of somebody 100%. But it's very difficult for me. It's very difficult.
Really? And when might that be?
Who can say for sure? Years and years from now, perhaps.
I desperately just want Zhongli to be happy. I really do.
Or maybe tonight, at the Lantern Rite.
So it's happening tonight? It is okay.
Are you saying that if the White Horse Adeptus were to be resurrected, she'd still have the memories of the 3 deadly selves? That she'd still remember us?
Is that what he was saying?
We will find out soon enough.
Wait, so they're gonna be resurrected now?
It is
My
time.
heart's pounding.
The rite is about to begin.
Oh my god, this is whatever. The cutscene here is always beautiful. I'm getting chills. Can I just say it's 100%? Like when I started this Act 3, it was already like the music was beautiful. Seeing Zixia was really beautiful. I really loved how it was very like kind of like chill, and it was letting everything rest and kind of like become like it was letting everything kind of like sit and take its time. But there was like a part of me that was kind of like, oh, this is probably why there's a longer epilogue, because maybe this isn't the act that's going to hit as hard. Because I was like, how are they going to turn this into something that's like, emotionally devastating? Not that I don't trust Genshin, but I was just wondering, oh, maybe that's why there's going to be like apparently a longer epilogue. And then that's when it was, I think it was around the time with, because we were talking at the restaurant, I was like, oh, this is pretty cute. This is really nice that she's learning about the past year. Then we talked to Eugene and she recounted the full thing. When she was recounting the full thing, I was kind of thinking to myself, oh, this is going to be like, this is probably a very beautiful moment for herself. But then it solidified that idea of what this act was when we were talking to Ganyu and Yanfei. And I was like, oh, there it is. Like this whole thing, Liyue as a whole, the people in it, this whole thing softened this very playful kind of over-the-top character's heart that probably didn't need much softening in the first place. But if you see this whole act as, to me, the warming up of a character who wanted to be cold, then it becomes one of the most beautiful things they've done in this game. 100%. Here we go. Oh my god.
The rite is about to begin. Is the moon really
We're doing
gonna
animated
disappear?
form? Oh, there's look at them all. Oh god, he was happy again. Oh, look at them.
Might be about time to put eyes to the sky.
I love it.
Wouldn't you say, Tianquan?
Look.
It's really beautiful artwork. Whoa. Is that who tell? Oh, look at her artwork. Look at Common.
Under moon eternal,
Manyan.
in radiant night, a maiden grants silk, soft and light.
Oh, they're all recounting the stuff for the
Iridescent,
White Horse Adeptus. Oh.
a maiden grants light.
Oh, she got her present.
Under moon of frost, in light so great.
Oh. This chanting is so beautiful.
The fields are plowed, the seeds are sown.
I'm in tears.
Life is grown.
Shenna.
The seedlings stretch, the crops do rise, and all unfolds before
Insane.
our eyes.
Insane.
Fruits
Yulon.
are gathered, sweet wine is poured.
Oh, and
These
Shao.
gifts we offer to
He's having his
our
drink.
Lord. Pure
Look at the
is she,
traveler.
so fair and bright, she shines as light in this dark night.
And with her does this, wish takes
Zach.
flight.
This is so beautiful. What a way to dedicate it to her.
Scattered and unbound. Let this lantern guide you home. By its light be found.
I actually didn't think I'd be the eyes. And she's like sees Liyue Harbor with her new awakened eyes. Oh my god, it's stunning. Wait, did that... Was the moon purified or something?
Did we do it? Do we finally get to meet the real White Horse Adeptus?
Guys, that was... It gave me chills and it made me so emotional. The idea that they dedicated this whole chant to the white... Because that's what it was the theme this year, right? But everyone took it so seriously. Everyone was chanting together. And I think just what was so important to me about this is that having the story of Zhongli and the White Horse both be the most impactful thing in this whole chapter for me, or this whole act, and this whole 3-act thing for me. Zhongli's desire to bring back a friend and to never forget the past. And a character then who believed in both, by the way, Gigi and Jishao believed that people had forgotten her. And that she had let people down, or that and one form believed that she had let people down and all her people died. The other form believed that no one remembered her, no one cared about her. And to have this whole event dedicated just to her is such a beautiful way of showing, yes, people did remember you. And people did care about you. We saw it, like a Zaban. She's just there? She's just floating above the freaking leeway? What? With the golden eyes. Wait, she's right in front of us. She's right in front of us. Zhongli, it's your friend. Zhongli, it's your friend. You finally done it.
This place. Where am I?
A familiar land, now known by the name of Liyue.
This has to be so beautiful for Zhongli.
Liyue? The peaks adorn the clouded moon.
This is so amazing. This is so amazing.
Then, who might you be?
You don't remember?
Oh no! She seems to have lost all her memories after all.
At least she's back. At least she's back and she's safe.
And those countless lights in the sky. What are they?
Shout lanterns.
These lights, each like a dwelling in glad accord, usher in this day of joyous rebirth.
And whose rebirth might that be?
Who do you think? Who do you think?
That of my old friend, Zabai.
Stop. I literally, guys, I remember even thinking during this quest, I was like, oh, maybe, because I'm a bit of a crier. I cry quite a bit sometimes with stuff. And when stuff is emotional, I let it all out. But I literally remember sitting when I was talking to Eugen, I thought to myself, well, this might be one of those quests where I just don't feel this crazy emotional weight by the end. You know what I mean? And of course, Genshin goes, who do you think we are? You should know us by now at this stage. Zhongli getting to see his old friend that he's wished to see for so long.
Zabai?
Yeah, that's you! Don't you remember anything at all?
That's painful that she doesn't remember.
That's... me?
Maybe it'll take a second.
Oh, yes. The envoy of the Lunar Palace. My name is Zabai, indeed.
It is.
Then you must be...
Oh.
The Lord of Geo, Heaven's Star.
Many years have passed since we last saw one another. Zabai, my friend. Welcome home.
I think it hits so hard. Just because we know Zhongli as a person and how he's yearned for his friends and how he loves his friends and how he's lost so many people throughout the years and he's watched them die as he's passed on and he's kept going with his life and they've all died. To finally see Zhongli get a win with this, it means so freaking much.
Home? But why does this place, this Liyue, feel at once so strange and yet so familiar?
You toured this place with us at one point. Do you remember who we are?
Who you are? Who are you? Ah, yes, I remember now.
This music as well. This is like end of a Ghibli movie music.
You are that young wushu dancer, the one who seeks disciples.
That's Ganyu, but you would love to be Ganyu. Her memory's a bit hazy,
There's
it
your
seems.
quest for disciples. It must have yielded a truly prolific body of students by now, I trust.
So she was listening to the wishes, by the way.
Hey, you've got it all wrong. You're talking about gaming.
I mean, it makes sense that her memory would be a little bit hazy. Right? 100%.
But I could have sworn. Oh, that's right. You're that impudent blonde youngster who kept meddling in my affairs.
Wait, what?
And to think you even had the audacity to presume yourselves worthy of being... What was it again? Ah, yes, of being my guides.
She was angry for a second. It's almost like she felt like this duty to be a little bit angry.
How very wonderful to see you again, my most faithful and beloved guides. I trust all has been well in my absence?
It's only been a bit of time.
Well, she finally got it right. But that sudden mood swing felt even weirder. It's like her head's packed full of slimes.
It's, honestly, though, like, I do think that, like, it makes perfect... I love this music, by the way. It's so fluttery and beautiful, and it fills me with so much emotion. But I do think that it makes sense that she is a little bit hazy.
It is possible that her cells have not yet settled. After all, they've only just been brought back together. It may be some time before she fully recovers.
Yeah, 100%. It makes sense.
Huh? You mean, kind of like she's still half asleep?
So how long will it take for her to fully recover?
That I cannot say for certain. Perhaps a few days. Perhaps a few years.
Whoa, I mean, you know what's so funny? For me, that's like crazy, right? But for Zhongli, he's got nothing but time. Well, he's got a lot, but you know what I mean? He has a lot of time, and he's waited a lot of years to see something like this.
A few years?
I know it's not fair for her, but like I think for Zhongli, he's been so patient. It's like, if I waited, you know, decades for my friend to return, and they return, and then he told me in 3 years they'd finally be able to like fully have a full conversation with me in some ways, I'd still take that as a win. You know what I mean?
Mortal years are but a poor measure when divine beings tread the realm of dreams.
Well, if you say so. Anyway, at least she's whole again, right? That already seems like a pretty good outcome to Paimon.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Like, the fact that she's here is so important.
Yes, there is little cause for worry. We need only wait and let time take its course.
Say, what are those little creatures over there up to?
Look at Hu Tao. Look at her. Of course, Hu Tao is like, even at a distance, being the best weird girl in the business.
Celebrating Lantern Rite, of course. And those lights up in the sky, those are all Shao lanterns. This year, each and every one of them carries a little wish inside.
It's really beautiful.
Lantern Rite. Then, may I join in too?
Oh, that'd be so lovely.
Of course! Why else do you think we've been running around like headless chickens these past few days?
It's true, we've been working hard to get you here.
Tell you what, Traveler, why don't we take the White Horse Adeptus out to celebrate? Who knows? Maybe seeing some familiar faces might help her find her feet?
Let's do that.
Hey, Zhongli! You've got some time on your hands now, right? Why don't you come along with us?
By no means a bad idea,
Lovely.
Paimon.
Absolutely lovely.
Oh, and Sabai, before Paimon forgets, when we meet the others later, remember to wish them a happy Lantern
This is why
Rite.
Paimon, by the way, I will never take Paimon slander. You know what I mean? And, you know, because I remember like even like critiques I heard a year ago or something, people saying that Paimon's actually like the worst guide, and like it's just a joke that she's called a guide and all this stuff too. Paimon is like so good at reacquainting people and getting everyone like in the right place, and if she's allowed to, she's like a really emotionally intelligent person when she's dealing with other people. Obviously she herself, she gets angry very easily, whatever, but like look what she did right away. She jumped into acquainting Zabai with this world. I will never take slander of Paimon. It will never happen.
Happy Lantern Rite?
Heck yeah.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Zach! They're getting Zach to say everything nowadays.
Yes. Happy Lantern Rite indeed.
This is so beautiful. What a happy ending.
Well then, let's go!
Zhongli. Oh, even the way he stopped to look at them.
Lantern Rite. A night of joy, reunion, and moonlit blessings for all.
Oh. Oh, there it is. There it is. So what's left, I believe, will be, I don't know if it's Act 4 or if it's an epilogue. In this stuff here. Let me see here. It seems like is like an epilogue, but yeah, it's one of those things where like usually the epilogues are like literally like wait, this is permanent, isn't it? But how many days does it say it has left here for the prizes? 16 days, yeah. It is a situation where I heard that it is a little bit longer than usual. So I want to give it the time, as I said, that to really do. And I think I did that last time with Lantern Rite where we did the epilogue before. But I'm saying, and the only reason I'm saying I'm giving it time this time, because beforehand we did like 25 minutes of a, or was like 35 or 45. What was it? It was something like it was like a 40-minute episode for the last act of the Lantern Rite. It was shorter than usual, I think last time, but it's because I said I would do the epilogue, and that's why I have to like make that kind of like statement. Look how beautiful this place is with the Lantern Rite stuff. It's so gorgeous. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. Because usually I'd just be like, oh yeah, I'm doing it in 2 parts. But since I said in the last one, I think that we'll do the epilogue in the same episode. I think I said that. Maybe I didn't. But since I said I would do it, it becomes a thing where like I have to express why I'm not, you know? Because again, it's one of the things where you know, people were just like, will always just be, I know they'll be like, oh yeah, 100% do what you need to do. Look how gorgeous it is in the nighttime. In the nighttime, the Lantern Rite is absolutely beautiful. It's I mean, it's beautiful in general, but the nighttime Lantern Rite stuff is so gorgeous. Oh man. I will be completely throwing my hands up and say, and you know, people might be like, well, Calvin, what you expected Genshin to not hit emotionally during the Lantern Rite? It's not that. I think I just like resigned myself because I was like, because I think with like the Hu Tao one, for example, and again, I'm not saying that it has to be like the Hu Tao one. I'm saying I'm just using it as a point of like comparison. I knew I was going to be devastated no matter what happened because it's one of my favorite characters and they were already weighing up the very heavy emotions already. But I didn't think I would cry that much tears in this part. And I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it was a new character and I didn't feel the emotional connection to Zabai yet. But I think once I realized that this was more for Zhongli as well, I think that's when I was like, I know this was already for Zhongli, but you don't even, when you realize how heavily this is for Zhongli, I think that's when it hits even harder. And I think you guys might agree. That's when it gets to a point where it's like, oh, this is beautiful. I'm actually gonna like go to a place. I actually might go up here. Can you see it from here? Where's Liyue? You can. It's so pretty. Look how lit it is in the nighttime. But I don't think this is a good place to do this. Let's go down to here. But yeah, it's not the thing where I doubted Genshin. It's just that sometimes some stories make you a little bit emotional. Some stories make you heavily emotional. And yeah, Act 3 for me, because it's one of those things where like Act 1 was a really great introduction. Set the tone for a lot of really cool lore stuff. Act 2 had like a really like heavy, kind of almost sickening moment where we saw the stuff with the nail and we learned about the history of Gigi, and it was very like heartbreaking, kind of like hurtful. So there was like some like heavy emotions there, but not like a kind of like a heavy, you know, I'm crying my eyes out sadness. I was getting emotional 100%. I was tearing up for sure. But then I think it was this act again. Once you kind of like set the tone of like this whole thing is Zhongli bringing back his friend. It's like, oh, this is this, because already I know like it was Zhongli bringing back his friend. But you know what I'm saying? I you know, 100% you guys know what I'm saying. I feel like Act 3 really like made it go like, yeah, this is gonna rip you up a little bit. This is gonna rip you up a little bit. Oh, perfect. Let us talk about actually, just so we don't get because usually like the audio will, you know, he'll start talking and doing stuff, which, you know, that's his prerogative. We'll have him think and be pensive. or maybe serious or pensive. Pensive is probably good. Yeah. I don't think it's wrong to be surprised by what Genshin could do, you know what I mean? Still to this day. But yeah, the Act 3 was a really beautiful way of showing Ji Xiao that she wasn't forgotten. And I think that's been a theme throughout the entire process of this story, is that both Ji and Ji Xiao, for example, were hidden away. They didn't really interact with humans before this week. They random times, as she said, she would tell human stories and mess with them as they came into her abode. But she was very much just happy being in the mountains, very much happy being kind of alone. And when Zhongli came along, obviously she treated him to tea. But Zhongli basically said, I'm going to let you go on a tour of Liyue. And it was actually like a really smart thing that he did here. And I think, he was totally aware of what he was doing from this. Because it's one of those things where, like, we found that it wasn't just the stories about the white horse that really affected her. It was the fact that Liyue reminds her so much of Long Gone. And I think Zhongli, being someone who was friends with her from a past era, 100% realized that the spirit of Liyue is so strong in its people and the workers and the people who were eating food and enjoyed time together, the kids playing in the streets. He knew that, like, anyone who comes to Liyue gets infected by it. And I feel the same way when I came to Liyue for the first time. It is a place where you can feel this constant feeling of working together. You feel this constant feeling of everyone has this feeling of purpose here. And not that everyone needs a purpose, but it's just a really beautiful thing when you enter Liyue. You can feel it. I think even more than most places. And every place gives off a different feeling, right? And that's the point, right? You don't want any place to feel the same. But when Liyue, it really feels like it is everyone's it's like everyone's working. Everyone's kind of trying to make things better. And everyone's working together and helping you. All this stuff. It really does feel that way when you enter here. And he knew that once she entered here, I guess she would kind of feel something about this. And she entered in Liyue, and she saw all these people working and all these people living together, eating food, enjoying stuff, wanting to have a better tomorrow, having dreams, talking about poetry, history, and it hit her emotionally and connected with her on a really big level. And that's a really beautiful thing. The fact that my first assertion was after she heard all the stuff from, and I think it is in some way true, because she did say that's also what swayed her. But you could hear in her voice every single time her voice softened. She got more comfortable around people as well, because she seemed very official and very putting on a performance in a way. She was trying to be oh yes, this place and this place. Oh yes, I am the White Horse Adeptus. And she still was doing that later on, but in a way it changed a bit. Because when we went obviously to the Wamen restaurant, we met that girl again. Again, I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name. We met the girl again, and she found out that this girl had studied her archaeology of Langang and the White Horse Adeptus, and she loved this history. But also, not only that, it wasn't just the love of her history that shows she wasn't forgotten. It was also she has a passion for this, and she should go on the path that she really wants, and she has a love for this idea of archaeology, and she saw someone with such passion. We then got to see Yujin, and what was so great about that scene was it showed her that people are studying the arts, that people, again, have their own passions, but also people are working really hard and having this really big love for the idea of studying the history of the White Horse Adeptus in a way that comes true in performance and poetry, to the point that they were sitting there nearly legs crossed listening to her recite what this meant. That had to mean a lot to her hearing this as well. And then we saw Yanfei and Ganyu, and that to me was the tipping scale for her performative kind of voice. Not performative, because performative sounds very rude, but kind of her, I feel like her voice changed in that moment. You could hear her getting a little bit softer, a little bit shakier. Because they made this big White Horse Adeptus statue in the middle of town. You had people desperately wanting to learn more about the White Horse Adeptus. You had this idea of, and not only that, but the stories that were told, that she told people years ago about Long Gone, still lasted to this day, and it was all embodied through those scenes and also through the Liyue Harbor in general. And in the end then too, the idea of them chanting to the White Horse Adeptus as they threw their Xiao lanterns to the sky, it's so reminiscent of what happened in Long Gone when they would ask the White Horse Adeptus for help and for guidance. You have to see it from that perspective, where if I'm Ji Xiao at this moment, I went from nobody remembers me, I don't think anyone remembers me, to I don't know if sorry, I'm trying to explain it properly. I don't know if anyone remembers me. I don't know if anyone remembers Long Gone. Long Gone was so special to me, but it's not part of this world anymore. To her coming here and realizing everybody remembers her. Everyone still talks about you, and not only that, but the spirit of Long Gone is still embodied here in Liyue and in Shenyu Vale. Like a really fantastic way to me of, again, showing a character who thought that her history was forgotten, that she's not only remembered, but she's loved. And people still love the stories, and people still remember the history. She was so impressed that people still remember the history of Long Gone and her story too. Because the thing is, like, guys, like, we know Zabai and with Jisha and all this stuff, we saw that desperately defied the heavenly principles to save the people of Long Gone. And after all that happening, to think that you probably think that, oh, like, you know, no one from Long Gone survived, to think that you could think that the spirit of Long Gone is gone, that would break your heart. But then to realize that, with Ji realizing it, that people still live on and have hopes and dreams, and they're still living in this world of descendants of Long Gone, but then also the same to do with Ji Xiao realizing that the spirit of the place and the ideas of Long Gone and the feeling of Long Gone is still alive in Liyue, and the history is still alive, and the ideas and that they talk about it. It spread to Nod Karai even. Like, it has to feel so freaking good. It has to feel amazing, right? This change. And we heard that in her voice there as she, like, you know, agreed to give up her part of the full soul there as well. Again, a really beautiful story that, like, I think what made me truly emotional though overall else was we know Zhongli as a character is someone that we adore greatly. I adore Zhongli. You guys adore Zhongli. But the general theme of Zhongli is he is a person that will help anybody in need. And he loves his friends. And he loves the people. He loves a good cup of tea. It's why, like, even I know for a fact it's why he loves Tartaglia, because Tartaglia will talk the ear off him, and he loves that. He loves a conversation. He loves just sitting around and talking to people. He's semi-retired in the way that he just loves people. He loves making memories and people remembering those memories. One of the first experiences we've had with Zhongli was him asking us basically to never forget the stories, because that's how things will live on. And it's no coincidence that this whole story is about the idea of Long Gone's story living on, because that's Zhongli's character. That's who he is. That's always been who he is. And I think it's such a fantastic thing that they did here, because it's, what I love as well about you know, the Zhongli character moments here too, is that we find out that all this time he's been trying to awaken Zabai. He's wanted his friend back. And you know what's so funny? It's so beautiful, but it's not surprising. It's not surprising whatsoever. This is a man who cares about his friends and wants to live with his friends again. If he could, he would live with all those people. He's watched people pass him by. He's watched people die as he'd had to live on. He's made new memories every single time, and his belief is that to keep the memories alive, people have to be there to tell the stories, you know? And it might take 3 years, but in a way, like, there is, you know, one more person to talk about those times with. Like, and that's so valuable. That actually a value can't be placed on that. The idea of someone to relate to, someone to reminisce with, and someone who will live just as long as you, and also saving a friend's life on the base level, because it's not just about what Zhongli wants. It's not just Zhongli wanting to have, like, conversations and having a good time. That's part of it. Of course he wants to talk to his friend, but he saved his friend here. He saved the person that gave so much to the life of the people of Long Gone. And I think that's what's so beautiful about Act 2 becoming a part of Act 3 in a way, and meaning so much to Act 3. We saw Zabai looking over Long Gone with such a loving face. She cares about that place so much. She cared about the people of Long Gone so much that she was willing to defy the heavenly principles. So the fact that, like, they literally have a figurative idea for this giant Zabai looking over the world of Long Gone, and now the physical form of a part of Zabai looking over Liyue and walking through Liyue and realizing, oh my god, the beautiful people that I love so much and I wanted to protect are still here. And then Zhongli now having his friend back the work that he put in to get his friend, and he's still being so patient about it. Like, he's such a beautiful soul, and I'm so happy he has his friend back. Because as I said, to summarize, his character is legitimately a character who is thinking about the past all the time but wants to make new memories in the future. And how amazing is it that he has someone so far from his distant past is now going to be a part of his future. Huge. Absolutely huge and absolutely beautiful as well. Yeah, this is a really stunning story, guys. It was really, really beautiful. I had such a good time with this act as well. And it's not done yet. There's, again, it literally was a situation where, like, I had no idea this was going to be longer. I had no idea that the epilogue or whatever was going to be longer. Maybe I'm like wrong. Maybe it's only like 40 minutes. Maybe it's only 30 minutes. Who knows? You guys will probably be able to tell me as well. But yeah, I had such a beautiful... As I said, obviously, again, I'm not compared to any other acts, but as I said, I have no problem saying this. Genshin once again surprised me. Like, halfway through Act 3, I was like, oh, this might be getting, you know... This might be, like, hitting a little bit. And then we got to the stuff with her voice changing, and then I was like, okay, yeah. And then hearing about the stuff with Zhongli, it's like, okay. Because this has always been about Zhongli helping people once again, and always about Zhongli caring about people. But I think it got heavily about that as soon as we hit that scene. Really amazing stuff. Overall, the 3 acts, we'll talk about everything after the next episode for sure. We'll talk about every single thing as well. But if I want to give my opinion on this Lantern Rite, I think this story was... Look, this is the drift, by the way. I did not even jump off. I think the story was good. I think the story is really good. And I think that there's a great introduction to a new character. I think that this is really centered around the idea of the emotions of Zhongli, which is really cool. So yeah, that's what I kind of feel about it. I'm glad that we have kind of like a Zhongli win. That's my real feeling about it. So yeah, I thought it was really great. I thought it was really, really great. And we're not even done yet. The epilogue is still to come. And then we're going to see everything that happens after that too. I would say that, like... I never like rating stuff out of 10 or ranking stuff, but still I think I'll just say, like, yeah, my favorite is still the Hu Tao Lantern Rite. And you can say that's because your first one. And like, I totally agree that's probably a part of it, but also like it's because I love Hu Tao. I have no problem saying that. And people might be like, oh, so you're biased, but then I'll say to everyone's biased. Like, if you pretend you're not biased, you're just lying to yourself. Everyone has a bias. Everyone has your personal biases, and that's not a bad thing. The fact that, you know, a Hu Tao story is always going to hit harder than than another person's story. The fact that, like, in Honkai, like, if you put Firefly in front of me, I'm crying. You know what I mean? But but for you, it might not be the same. That's awesome. That's an awesome feeling. Yeah, 100%. Let's do more of this mission over here, and then we'll also do the the trials. Let's go for a round. I actually kind of like this quite a bit. So defeat as many. Okay, is there going to be like a recommended? I guess oh my god, it's over. So when a character deals Lunar Bloom damage to an enemy, it depletes enemies' HP bars through Lunar Bloom reactions. More charm coins will drop. When a character converts Stone-Worn Seeds, a small number of charm coins will drop. Okay. So I'm guessing we just use Lunar Bloom characters then. So then should I also bring in Lunar Bloom is water, right? Water and Dendro? Am I wrong with that? So should we do this? I might be wrong. Water and Dendro? I was going to say these are my only water characters, but that's not true. Should we try this? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not really good with the idea what the elements are, but we'll see here. Oh, they're already going to be... Oh, whoa. Oh, it's like one creature. That's so cool. Oh, let's try this out here. I don't know what I'm doing with this, but we'll try it.
The mystery unravels. It all adds up.
Is that Lunar Bloom?
Can't hide the truth.
Who knows? You can see I was still trying to do the usual when you have Nefer. You can come down. I'll allow it. No, you can come down. Come on. Do we need someone to shoot him down then? Or do we have to just get rid of these?
It all adds up.
Do we have to destroy these? Oh, we do. Okay, and they hit up there as well. Okay, I'm definitely not doing good with this.
No more lies.
Man, I do not understand the 1 second.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Ultimatum protocol. The deception ends here. No more lies.
With one heart, we pray. Installation chamber deployed.
Can't hide the truth.
Okay, I think this is working now. I think I was just like very much not doing a good job of that for sure.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
So to do the same thing here kind of as well.
Ring cutter.
Annihilation mode. No more lies. Seek within. Let's see what you're made of.
Maybe?
By the frost moon of old.
Yeah, okay. Things are going way better now. Okay, that's fine.
Accelerating.
It all adds up.
At least we'll get like the silver, you know what I mean?
The mystery unravels.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Installation chamber deployed. Preparing for dust up.
Can't hide the truth. Let's see what you're made of. It all adds up.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Yeah, it's better than what we were going to get before, for sure. Getting the second place is very, very okay with me. I'm not good at these combat events for sure. So this one is when a character triggers a pyro-related reaction against enemies, more charm coins will drop. When a character triggers overload, Pyro Swirl, Pyro Crystallize are burning. Party members of an elemental type involved in the elemental reaction gain 50% elemental damage. Okay, so we can just have to do it. Okay, that's a really cool team as well. Again, we'll use the trial characters, but then also in terms of pyro characters, I think Shineling is always good to have in this team too. And it says overloaded, which is also electricity. So that's right. Overload is electricity, and I think so. So I just do this.
Into the shadows.
Yeah. Why are you spamming? Why are you spamming? You spamming? Maybe not. Maybe this is not a good idea.
Time for takeoff.
Okay! New life!
At the fry pan.
We are triggering overload.
Time to testify.
Nice and swift. Think you can get away?
Ready.
You can barely see anything that's happening even.
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
A turning point in fate!
Time for takeoff.
Noted.
Boba, get them!
Time to testify.
The abyss is burning shadow!
You're toast! At the fry pan. think you can
Yeah, we're gonna get
away?
second place again.
Move it. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
Push for my skills. No problem. We'll take that. For my teams, no problem. I'll take that, no problem. The next one is Lunar Charged damage. So we have a really cool team already. Or depletes enemies' HP bar through Lunar Charge reactions. More charm coins will drop when a character deals Lunar Charge damage to the hat hiding the true body of the battle hardened. Also, it's like it's the enemy from the freaking event, the summer event. When the hat is destroyed and its true form is revealed, a large number of charm coins will drop. When a character has triggered the Lunar Charge reaction of the enemy. So we have to do Lunar Charge. Okay, so bam, bam. Lunar Charged would be water as well, right? Yeah, so... Right? This is a good team. Right? But I don't know how to use them as well, so we're going to have to try our best to see what we can do here. Do I have other Natlan Nagkarai characters leveled up? Not yet, I don't think. Like, it would be fantastic to have... Well, I guess it is level 70, but still, she's not nearly leveled up yet. I'm leveling her up next week. I guess we're just... we could use Mulaney. Again, I'm not sure. You guys know I'm not good like with thinking about the reaction stuff and stuff like this too. I just go for it, you know?
Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
The night.
I know his combo is like...
Be silent.
It's like... Something like that. I know it is something like that.
Check this out. Best of luck.
Annihilation mode.
We have to fight the true form? How do we know which one? Oh, that's the true form, is it? Is that the mustache? Or is it? Who knows?
No, my sword. Rain cutter.
Observe. Be silent. To dust.
I don't even think I'm doing that good, but we're having fun doing it. That's the main thing, I suppose.
Ultimatum.
Combat events, you guys know, are never my thing. They're definitely never my thing.
Rain outlines your fate.
Observe. Close your eyes. Night falls. To dust.
I feel like we're not doing too... I think we'll definitely get the second place, right? For sure.
Be silent. Fear the dark.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Let me weave you a verse.
Close your eyes. Observe.
Yeah, we got the second place at least.
No, my sword.
Where's the mustache? There it is.
Annihilation mode.
Close your eyes. Night falls. Be silent.
Yeah. Second place, we'll take it. We'll get 12,000 coins. I ain't too bothered with that. And then the last one is Lunar Crystallized. Oh, we get to use Zabai. Okay, this is interesting. I won't do that just yet because I want to use her in the trial first. That's perfect. Yeah, that's fine. Then we can just use her in the trial. It's fine. I can be done with this event. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Especially since I haven't gotten to use Columbina yet too, and I kind of would rather use Columbina as part of, like, you know, when I get to use her with you guys for the first time. Do we get enough points again? We have... I mean, it would tell us, right? Festive shopping. We can do it with the next event, right? We can get this outfit. We're definitely aiming to get this outfit 100%. So then we have Moonlit Merriment, and this one. Oh, it's all the way over there this time. Well, not all the way over there. You know what I mean? It's just over here. And you could say that you could just be like, "Hey, Calvin, you're not very good at that," but you could say that about a lot of missions. But the way I look at it is like I just didn't really have like that wasn't that fun for me. That combat event. It started off kind of like interesting, but like, oh, your outfit's amazing. It's gorgeous. But it became something where I was just like, okay, I'm just not having a great time with this, which is fine. Some stuff we're gonna like, some stuff we're not gonna like. It just really wasn't my thing. And I think like, you know, it's just like I think that's for people who love combat and stuff because it's all 110%. But I've done so many of those things that are just like that. And I liked the last time we did something like that. But I feel like I'm just doing the same thing I did before in a way, but now it's just like the new thing is coins. And again, I'm not, you know, I know that some stuff is made for you, some stuff's not. And this isn't made for me, that combat event, which is fine, you know? Sometimes stuff isn't made for you. Yesterday I heard another story with a White Horse Adeptus. Now I'm feeling inspired again. Inspired how? Welcome to Leeway Harbor. Welcome to Lantern Rite. No, wait. Oh, wait. Someone said there's like a gift around here. Someone said they left a gift around Leeway Harbor for me. Miss Ming, she didn't see that right, okay? It looks like she didn't. Well, welcome to Leeway Harbor. You must be here for the Lantern Rite. Then you got to check out my minigame, the Moonlight Adeptus Trail. You switched straight to work mode, huh? Don't sell me. Don't sell me out. If Miss Minchi caught me distracted, she'd definitely give me an earful. It took me ages to talk to her into letting me run the stall. Just let me finish up. The Moonlight Adeptus Trail is based on the legend of the White Horse Adeptus, a story shared throughout the Leeway Harbor. Legend has it that this Adeptus would often travel through the skies by moonlight projecting the Leeway Harbor from evil spirits and monsters. Well, I found the legend so uninspired, I chose to blend in some other stories I've heard for this minigame. For example, there's always monsters in the sky who always are itching to swallow the whole moon, but thanks to White Horse Adeptus, these monsters didn't get their way. I can't imagine what the moon would look like, well, like being eaten, but in Lu Su's story, the monsters chew down on it slowly, piece by piece, kind of like how we worked through a pancake. But then when I went to listen to it a couple of days later, his story was put another way. This time a monster gulped down the whole moon in one bite, just like eating a rice ball. Fortunately, the story always ended up being the White Horse Adeptus wiping out all the monsters in one fell swoop, guided by the light of the Did I go to the right place? She did say minigames, right? That's part of the legend too? Anyway, that's how Li Shu's story go. I thought it was cool, so I included it in the Moonlit Adeptus Trail. Enough chit-chat, I need to get back to work. If you'd like to try it, I definitely would like to try it. Thank you so much. I definitely would like to try it. In the Moonlit Adeptus Trail, I was just confused because it seemed like the start to a world quest almost, but how much dialogue there was. Traveler must defeat 3 great Jianju according to the order of chapters. Once the challenge begins, you must defeat Jianju and light Xiao lanterns within the limited round duration to draw the great Jianju out. When the round begins, look at this artwork. When the round begins, the White Horse Adeptus will auto-attack nearby opponents and light nearby Xiao lanterns. When approaching wishes dropped by opponents or Xiao lanterns, the White Horse Adeptus can automatically collect them. Is this an online game? Is this an online game? Let's try it out anyway. Oh, maybe not. Let's try it out anyway. Let's definitely try it out. Oh, this is kind of fun. So we have to like avoid them while also like interacting with them. I have to light up the lanterns as we're going by too. There we go. Whoa, we have like, this is a limited time. A real limited time. Did we do good? I have no idea. It's an interesting game though. Oh, you can do like, power up and levels, so that's awesome. Let's move the speed. That's a really cool thing, and it's actually like a really cool thing to get invested in then, right? Like super fun. And we're collecting crystals along the way, so it actually will help us, like, we can defeat these enemies, of course. Yeah, we only got 7 that time. We might get more just out of, yeah, opponents defeated and stuff because too. 100%. Like, this is such a simple minigame, but it's actually quite fun. Attack? Yeah, let's go with that. That's good. Definitely improve the damage for sure. Yeah, the speed of our damage has definitely improved things 100%. Oh, and this guy over here, look at that. No, this is, it's very simplistic. Once again, it's a simplistic mini game that's just meant to be like really fun, or it is very fun. It is very fun so far. Let's enhance damage again. Why not? Look how quick. Oh my god, that's so quick now. Why would you not do anything else? Just keep enhancing damage. Because we're gonna get hit at some point, so enhancing defense might not be a bad thing. Oh wait, so maybe we can defeat the boss as well? Kind of would like to try and defeat the boss then at some point, for sure. For sure. Oh, the range. Yeah, okay. That's perfect. 2 at a time. That's so good. That's so good. Okay, let's try and move over to the boss. Oh, and he went over there. You'd have to go over to the boss and fight it right away, right? For sure. For sure. Let's just go for different buffs, whatever. And the 2 at a time thing helps so much too. No? Oh, you have to wait for him to get into the frame. You think we can do it in 10 seconds? Possibly? Possibly? Yeah, we can. We totally can. Lovely stuff. And increases the level cap as well. This is just a really fun minigame. Like, I'm actually having a blast with this. Very cool. Okay, so it increases movement speed and also increase. Okay, that's awesome. And it makes this. Yeah, this is awesome. No, this is what I was talking about, like with the type of mini games they have in this game sometimes, where like, again, it's why I always prefer these games to. Now, last time with the last event we had, I actually preferred a combat mini game than I did the actual fun mini game type thing, which is very strange for me. That rarely happens, by the way. There's a very rare occurrence when you'll ever see me like prefer a combat mini game to it, but that's just because the other mini game we didn't have any like teeth. It didn't feel like very dangerous at all. But I really like this mini game. We should have picked up all those gems as well, but it's okay. I didn't even use this, but we can do that. And oh, a duration enhancement? Interesting. Is that just to get more points? Which makes sense now that it's 30, right? I should stop moving around so much, right? think we have it. If we can get. Oh yeah, we can do this. Yeah, we got it. We got it. I'm having a blast with this. It's so simplistic but so fun. There's not really hair out of place. It's just really, really fun. Yeah, why not? Yeah, let's go with this. Because, like, we might as well use it when we have it, right? I was, like, thinking of sparing it for, like, bosses and stuff like that, but no, if we have it, we should definitely use it. Oh. Lovely stuff. Yeah, no, again, I'm just like, it just keeps your mind occupied as well. It's really, really fun. Let's go with another damage boost. Health boost. Yeah. Lovely stuff again. And I don't know if we're gonna be able to defeat this boss. We could do this, but... and try. Yeah, not in this amount of time. Especially since it locked off them as well. It's okay though. There's a lot of rounds. Which, like, you can do with a fun minigame. Look at the damage now. And it's 3 at a time now as well. It's a pity you can't direct all, like, the attacks out on one individual, you know, that would have been really fun. I think I'm being too frantic with my movements when I want to defeat this boss over here when I could just do this. Yeah, like that. And we can enhance our canopy. I wonder, do you have to defeat the boss to move on as well? Let me see this for a second here. Yeah, we'll check after this. Because it seems like different bosses each time, right? I mean, we're doing good. I don't think we're doing bad. Lovely stuff. So if I exit now, I want to see where we are with this. So you have to, I think you have to defeat the boss. Oh, enhance. We can enhance our towns, yeah. We need 400 for that now. Let's go. Starting off strong just by doing this. And the extra damage does help, like, a lot. It helps so much. And time enhancement would be very important too, right? For sure. It's crazy. I don't know, I'm just like having such a chill time with this. Like I don't feel like really like any pressure to do all this stuff here or anything like that. Like it just feels very fun. So we have a shockwave here we should be using too. But I wonder, do you have to swap it back and forth? Now we can do 4 as well. That's okay, that's it. Okay. I know the boss is showing up, but it's not. It's too late, I guess. But we will be able to. We'll be able to defeat them next round. I think what's so fun about this is that there is that element of danger to this. But I'm also just like having like well, enhancing time is a good idea too. I think it's also just like this thing where like the animations are so cute and the designs are so cool as well that it actually is super, super fun to look at this as well. It's a really pretty design as well. I'm trying to get into a space where there's more of them, but that's lovely. That's lovely. Come on. Usually waiting for them to get in your vicinity is probably the best thing to do there, isn't it? Again, not enough time to defeat this guy yet. But we can. We'll defeat him. We will defeat him. Keep enhancing the time. See, you can't just get them while they're there. They have to be fully in frame as well. Like, I still think we're doing good in terms of, like, points and stuff like that and leveling up and stuff like that. Well, how do we get him to appear quicker, you know? Yeah. I guess it's just defeating enemies as much as possible. Yeah, that's good with me. That duration improvement is so good. Holy hell, that's such a good duration improvement. That's a beautiful duration improvement. Again, just not enough time. So yeah, it's this issue defeating enemies draws him out. So we just have to get closer to enemies and just defeat as much as possible. But I think our damage isn't even that enough yet. Does that still count as lighting up lantern rites, I assume? Or Shao lanterns? Like, this is super fun, but obviously, like, I need to find a way to do... Yeah, because we drew him out. We can totally do this. Yeah, we can totally do... Oh! Maybe not. Maybe just barely. Got him. Lovely. So it's just a matter of powering yourself up and keeping going, really, isn't it? Zhongli will receive different levels of enhancements. No chapter truth will not carry over to the collective wishes and effects of the talents enhanced in previous chapters. In addition, you can challenge the chapter of truth repeatedly. Okay. So this is the big chapter. It seems like everyone's here. Oh, we have to start again? Yeah, that's what they were saying, wasn't it? It starts over. It's so weird now after having all the power-ups having to start over. It's so weird. Like, I'm used to having my horse. You know? Did we die? Okay. And I have to do this all over again. But okay, at least we can just like be more careful. I'm just so used to having our power-ups. We only have 1 health? Oh, they probably said that as well. I'm just so in the zone. So you defeat him 3 times? I don't know if I feel like I'm okay with not doing this. I'm like, like I don't know. I don't feel compelled. You know what I mean? The motivation isn't really there to do this one. The motivation is, I know we could do it, but like I don't know if the motivation is really there. I don't know what you guys feel about it. We'll see. Once we get our power-ups, it might become like really fun again. I think it's just we're so used to having these power-ups, then when they send us back into this kind of area, it becomes kind of like a bit not as fun, you know? Which I think is only normal. Ah, Jesus. Obviously, we want to improve our time as well, but like getting as not as much damage as possible, I find works really well. I don't think we'll be able to do this in the time allotted, because they all get in the way as well. I think we still need to improve some damage. Oh, why did I become so bad at this? I feel like we were doing really well. I wonder why we became so bad at this. I blame society. And we already get hit. So we did come up, but again, I don't think we're gonna be able to like. Because you have to stick really close to him, like as well, because our range is really low too. I think we just have to keep powering up. What? No! Oh, I came so close to just getting through a round. You know? Like I'm so used to like getting all my pickups. How? That did not hit me. It did, but I'm gonna pretend it didn't for my pride. Man, I feel like I'm like way worse than I was before. This can make a big difference though. You see, we just don't have enough damage yet. So let's just focus on, I think focus on collecting these things is a good thing still. Yeah, and getting to the end of the round is another good thing too. So we can actually level up and get more power-ups. I think it's one of the things I've just been missing. And we need a boss to do that as well. Honestly, I think moving around so much is probably not the best idea as well, but yeah, I'm gonna stay defeating enemies for a bit and getting some bars and stuff. Yeah, I think it's probably the best option here. I don't think improved damage is going to be a big deal. I think that my problem this time around is impatience. For sure. And we should obviously improve our health as well. As much as possible. Yeah. Get one of those. That's also good too. Like, we're slowly getting to a point where, like, it's gonna be better for us soon. I think I just got so used to being, like, pampered with my lovely abilities that, like, I became really bad almost instantly. Now, this could work. If we stick close to him. Not anymore, though. It still could work, but I don't know. No. Nope. Yep, I can see that coming. If we just improve our damage even more, maybe. Yeah. Because I feel like we did this way easier last time. You know what I think it is? Obviously, it's an added challenge, but I think intentionally so. Like, the mindset of, like, no, my abilities not being there and all this stuff, and it being a little bit of a harder challenge, obviously, like, is affecting that a lot. We do have 3 hearts this time, which is nice. There we go. Perfect. And now we get our horse ability, which is very nice. Here we go. This changes the game. There's way more attacks, isn't there? I feel like that's the case. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe I'm just thinking of seeing things. Like, I feel like I never got attacked this much as well. Okay. That's good as well. I'm so nervous about this, though. Movement speed, attack. If you can upgrade attack again next time, that'd be great. But still trying to get into as much damage as possible. We need to kill 30 this time to draw him out, which is quite a bit. They definitely are attacking more. They definitely are. For sure. Oh, I didn't know he was going to do a big circle bobby thing. Stop doing the circle bobby thing. I think it's very bold. I think it's very mean. Starting off here, I guess is pretty good. Okay. We're actually at 23 already, which is actually not bad. Just trying to collect as much of these as possible before we die. Okay. Oh, my heart. I actually really like this soul. I really like have like this, there's an addictive feeling to it. When I lost motivation for a second, but now that I'm getting my power-ups back, I actually like have the motivation again. Like, it's there again. I think that's a testament to how cool this game is. The duration of the horse ability is going to be huge. Oh dear lord, look at that attack as well. Okay. That's good for us. I'm up for that. Yeah, let's do that. 240 for that, 320 for that. Duration for sure. Let's try and improve this as much as possible. That's what it kind of should be used for though, right? It should be used for like this thing where like when we're in a tough spot, I feel like. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe you guys use it in a different way. Still leveling up. Yep, still leveling up, still figuring out. I kind of want to wait to do damage. Yeah, I kind of want to wait to level up damage. $14 already, which is cool. I mean, this is like when once you're hitting like 3 at a time, it works so well. But I don't think we're gonna get it this time, honestly. Which is fine. Which is so fine. I want to improve my damage though, that's the main thing. The damage is the main thing. Yeah, you can see the difference as soon as you upgrade the damage. Changes everything. We can actually do it this time. No, we can't. We're close though. Did I die there? I don't think so. Okay, still going with damage, if we can. Not yet. Yeah, I'm willing to get 6 out of 6 for this. Because we're very close there. Keep these hearts on the field as well. Yeah, not this time. Close to being this time, but not this time. The extra damage is what we're looking for sure. I don't think we have enough yet, do we? No. Yeah, you can see I'm kind of going for just trying to survive and get more. Oh, the clouds hurt you? We're dying by clouds now? I thought that they were just trying to obscure us. Guess I'm wrong. I was like, wow, the clouds are obscuring our vision. I'll collect as much of these as possible. Because again, I think we can definitely do it, even in this turn, right? But I also want to make sure that, like, you know, we survive to actually level up. You know what I mean? For sure. We can get more damage now. For sure. And yeah, perfect. Look at that, the difference is huge. Yep. But I still don't know if this is it. It could be, if he doesn't do the cloud attack. Yeah, I think we have it. Yeah, perfect. So again, I know like we could do without that, but like I think it's one of those things where like I have no problem playing this game because I'm actually having I lost motivation and I gained it again. I really did in this game. And that to me is a testament that the game is actually pretty good. I kind of want to wait to improve duration if we're going to do anything with the horse stuff. Honestly. Oh, we should have activated the thing. Yeah. It's okay though. We can just level up in this round. And 60 this time, which is crazy. We're gonna have to upgrade our like abilities by a lot. We died this time. Okay, we still got a buff though. We still got a buff. Do that. Upgraded the duration for that twice. Let's go. To me, this is going to make a huge difference. Like already at 15 from that. So much freaking stuff going around here. We didn't even get to what we needed there, for sure. But we're still trying to upgrade everything as we go. For sure. Health is probably a big thing as well, if we can upgrade our health. Yeah. And also our pickups as well is probably a good thing too. Like enhance how much we can pick up at one time. The boss is out, but I'm still leveling up. Yeah, I think yeah, leveling up is definitely the right thing to do here. It's a really fun minigame. It's a really fun minigame. Yeah, I'm up for that. Doing as much damage as possible. I'm up for that too. I'm just trying to collect as much of these as possible as well. I think we should definitely get the pickup thing then, right? For sure. So, character movement speed is important too. Oh, the round duration as well. What am I doing? We should have done that a long time ago. This, yeah, the pickup thing is what to level up for sure. We can do damage to him. I think you have time to defeat him now. Yeah. Obviously, there's so many enemies here. It's very difficult, right? I mean, intentionally difficult. We have to stay out of this fire range too. Are we impervious though? Yeah, I think we can do this. We just need to upgrade a little bit more, and we can do this for sure. Yep, that's gonna be more than possible. Especially with the points we just got as well. It's gonna be more than possible. I'm up for that. Yeah. It's just with the round. I can't believe I didn't upgrade the round duration first, though. I feel very silly, but what can you do at this stage? It's actually, again, I cannot overstate enough how, like, I literally was just like, oh, I don't want to play this anymore when I got lost all my upgrades, and then the joy of getting those upgrades back, like, just brought me back in. It's a really fun game in that sense. I should have just ran into him with the horse. It actually would have done more, I guess. You gonna hit me? Some good damage. With some good time as well. We might not get it this time, but we know we can. And that's the important thing. Yeah, we know we can. We're so close. 100%. No problem. What can we upgrade it? Yeah, I think movement speed for that as well. I think dashing through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh is a good idea. Yeah, we can do this in 30 seconds if we get lucky here, right? For sure. But we have to get lucky. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea, but we did it. Oh, it's a pity, because he went all the way over here now. Yeah, I don't think we have it this time either, but we're closer than ever before. Oh, if we got that timer, we would have got... Yeah, we would have been able to do it. It's more than possible now. What can be upgraded? Sure. Let's go. Oh, look at this. The cooldown time is way better. That's gonna be... It's done. It's over in this round. That horse is gonna lead us to victory. Look at that. Now we just have to try our best to aim at him. Oh, get a timer, of course. Even when he moves up there, it's actually pretty handy. And then it's only 9 seconds to get the next one. Like, we have it. Yeah, it's over. Lovely. This was a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun. I think it's the last part, right? Yes, it is. Okay. I cannot say good enough things about this. I think that the motivation to keep going was actually really impressive to me. And what I mean by that is, like, I really genuinely I said it already, but I lost motivation during that to play it. I lost this feeling of like, I want to play this, which to me is like a huge deal. Like, to be like, oh, I don't want to,
I cut some bamboo
look
today
at that.
to make a
He's adorable.
special jade robe.
It's a big deal to me to be like, I don't want to play this. But yeah, this is a really great outfit. It's really, really cute. And it's nice to have new outfits on character. Even if I don't use Yao Yao, it's nice to have the new outfit as well, right? For sure. Yeah. And the package at the back being like a kind of a bamboo thing as well. She's always been adorable. Oh, I have to read the description of the outfit as well. Of the Traveler's outfit too also. Gora's elemental skill deals AoE geo damage and deploys a field base on a number of geo characters in the party, granting bonuses to all characters in the field. Hold the elemental skill button to designate where the field will be deployed. When he casts his elemental burst, Gora deals AoE geo damage and creates his own field known as General Glory. So this is, he grants bonuses to geo characters, and then he also deals AoE geo damage. General's Glory will enhance characters in the field, will periodically deal damage to opponents in the field. General's Glory will move with the active character, additional elemental orb. So it's like a support. He's a support character for geo characters. Very, very cool. One of the earliest characters. He's really cool.
Your life is mine.
I'm going in. Time to clean up.
I think we're doing it correct, right? We just like we have the bonuses on the field.
Press the advantage.
It's nothing.
Leave it all to me.
We're even fighting someone from Remeria here.
As a good knight should.
Everybody stand back!
Charge!
Huh?
Everyone on me!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Yeah, I think that's what we're doing here. But again, I could be wrong with that, and you guys always usually help me out with that as well. So, and then we have Aino, which we can take her stuff there as well. But we'll play as Aino. I can't wait to play as the new characters. Aino is a Hydro support character, provides continuous on-field damage for the party. Aino's elemental skill deals Hydro damage to opponents and quickly pulls her towards them, dealing an additional instance of Hydro damage. So that's a really cool move. Aino's elemental burst establishes a focused hydrotic cooling zone, which continuously fires water balls at opponents in range and deals Hydro damage. And elemental burst 2, after unlocking Aino's Ascension talent, Modular Efficiency Protocol, when the party's moon sign level is least ascending gleam, Aino's elemental burst becomes enhanced. The interval between water balls short shots is shortened, and the range of the AoE Hydro damage is increased. So we have to just focus on Hydro damage, and it draws them in and pulls them towards them. And then the elemental burst is a cooling zone that continuously fires water balls at opponents. And once we get the Ascension, the intervals is shortened and the damage is increased. She's actually a very simplistic character in terms of usage. I actually like that. She's very adorable though. She's very, very adorable. Let's try this out. So this is the one that draws them closer, which I think is such a cool idea.
Let me read you a verse. Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Beware the creatures of the night.
We got some lunar charge going already. So this is the move that creates a cooling zone.
Rainbow!
Observe. Be silent. Useful dark.
Which is really cool. Did I do it? Oh, I did. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I think we understand her as well. She's great. She's really great. I want to level her up as well. And then we have Aluga, which is a totally new character. We just got him on the banner, actually. Personally, I just got him on the banner. So Aluga is a Geo support character who can provide Geo-related buffs for the team. I'm going to cover this over. The elemental skill, Summon Messenger, is a bird Adon who dashes towards the front, dealing Geo damage to enemies. Hold Aluga's skill to take aim. After unleashing the elemental burst, Aluga deals an instance of Geo damage nearby enemies, gain a set number of knighting skill song stacks, increasing the Geo damage dealt by the active party members' normal attacks. Charge attacks, plunging attacks, elemental skills, and elemental bursts. If Geo damage is dealt lunar crystallized damage, the damage will be further enhanced. So the burst deals Geo damage, 9 sales stacks, and then the active party member gets more Geo damage, normal attacks, charge attacks, and plunge attacks, and skills and elemental burst. So it's all increased. If it's Geo damage. If Geo damage is dealt by lunar crystallized damage, it will be further enhanced. If the Geo constructs on the field when Aluga unleashes elemental bursts, or if Geo constructs are created on the field within a certain duration after Aluga unleashes elemental burst, Aluga will gain additional stacks of Night Scale Song. Okay, we'll try it out. Here we go. I love his design. I really love the outfit. It's very like An Team. You know, the J-pop group, the J-pop K-pop group. Lovely animations there as well. So let's try this out. Zabai is here as well, which I want to use Zabai by themselves, so I'm probably going to just like try and do this without Zabai. Like, you know what I mean? I want to figure out Zabai for myself.
Target acquired.
So this here is a new reaction as well.
Rally!
So this is the one that infused Geo damage.
You're in my sights.
I might have to read over it again, 100%, which is fine. You know what? Let's do this instead. We'll come back to Aluga once we've done Zabai. That makes sense, because I want to see Zabai's stuff for myself for the first time. I think I know how to use Nouvelette now, but I could be wrong, as always. Nouvelette's charge attack unleashes a surging torrent after storing full energy, dealing continuous AoE Hydro damage to all opponents in direct line in sight in front of him. He can freely move and adjust the direction he is targeting during this time. His elemental skill and elemental burst create source water droplets when storing energy for his charge attacks. He can absorb source water droplets within a certain distance, restoring his own HP, while reducing the time required to fully charge his torrent. In addition, his elemental skill deals Numa-aligned Hydro damage. So what we have to do is, the charge attack is that move that's really freaking awesome. And he can move freely. His elemental skill and burst creates source water droplets. So that's what will make the charge attack charging lesser, while restoring his own HP as well. It's actually like, it's interesting. He's straightforward, but like also he's so powerful as well, you know? I just found out he has like a world quest as well. I think I just let that slip my mind. I definitely want to try it out. Everyone get in there, please.
Settle down.
Like, this is just one of the like most satisfying moves, I think, in the history of Genshin. Like, it's just consistently satisfying. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's straightforward. One of the coolest moves in the game. Works so freaking well. And then we have the White Horse Fleeting Spring. I'm really excited to see Zabai's moves. Zabai is a Geo damage dealer who enables her teammates to trigger lunar crystallized reactions who deals lunar crystallized damage directly. I'm going to cover these over. When Zabai is in the party and nearby party members triggers Hydro crystallized reaction, it will be converted to a lunar crystallized reaction. The lunar crystallized reaction will trigger the formation of 3 moondrifts nearby. After triggering a certain number of lunar crystallized reactions, Moondrift Harmony will activate, dealing lunar crystallized damage to nearby opponents. So what they're saying is, if there's a party member nearby that does any Hydro crystallized reaction, it will become lunar even if while she's in the party. So she can even do this off the field. After triggering a certain amount of lunar crystallized reactions, Moondrift Harmony will activate, dealing lunar crystallized damage. So it's like it deals extra damage. After casting her elemental skills, Zabai enters lunar phase shift. While in the state, Zabai will gradually accumulate the special resource, Phase Shift Radiance. Additional Phase Shift Radiance will be accumulated when Zabai's normal attack hits opponents, or when nearby party members trigger lunar crystallized reactions, while in the party moonsign level is Ascendant Gleam. So, skill enters a new lunar phase shift. She gains a new resource, Phase Shift Radiance. And when she hits opponents, she'll gain more of that as well. Or when they trigger a reaction. By consuming Phase Shift Radiance, Zabai can unleash a special elemental skill, Spirit Steed Stride, to deal geo and lunar damage to opponents. After unleashing an elemental burst, Zabai will deal geo damage and lunar crystallized damage to nearby opponents. So I'm guessing what we have to worry about is we turn every reaction, every hydro crystallized reaction into a lunar crystallized reaction. And we get this new thing called, 3 move drists will activate nearby. And this will definitely deal damage then the more, after we deal more reactions. The skill gives us Phase Shift Radiance. And whenever you, we gradually absorb this by hitting enemies or doing reactions. And then we can unleash that on opponents. And then that just deals geo damage. So the first thing I have to realize as well is this part here. We have to create enough reactions to activate this, I suppose. Let's see how it works. Oh my god, her sword is so pretty. Her sword is really pretty. Oh yeah, but they give us a chance to test it out. So, elemental skill is this, and that gives us the ability to get more shifts, right? And this is unleashing it? Or maybe I'm wrong. No, it is, yeah, and we can unleash them once we gain more. We're collecting the phase shifts, I think. And that's unleashing it. And then the actual ability here is... It's so short but pretty. It's so short but pretty. I think it's what we have to do. Oh, we have Columbina as well. Which, by the way, I actually didn't get to use Columbina in the trial, so we can get to see her moves here if you want to see them too. 100%. Is that a new enemy? What the hell is that? Ooh. So I guess we can see,
Arrogant and
oh my god, with the wings! That is so freaking cool.
Divine light.
That is so freaking cool.
Without further ado.
You got this.
And that activates that. And then we can, as soon as we accumulate more reactions, right?
Foolish. Be cleansed.
Be gone, shadow of darkness.
That's really cool as well. And then it'll eventually do more damage. Is that what I'm getting in here? Again, this move is so freaking cool. Look at that, it's so cool.
Behold, the dawn.
And that activates that.
Without further ado.
And we're doing, and then that deals damage from that then. And then we can unleash this on them as well. Okay, that makes sense. She actually has a very, like, again, I don't think it's too complicated, but maybe there's some intricacies I'm missing. I can't get over this. It's so insane. Maybe there's some intricacies I'm missing.
Be gone, shadow of darkness.
Lunar crystallize. Is she singing? Is she singing?
Lofty wisdom will show us the way.
Okay, we're gonna have to spend a day like using Columbina as well. We have to, because I have right now. When I level her up, I want to like do like maybe like we'll do like another video or something on it, a short video or something. Because this is an insane moveset. So Zabai is when you do a reaction, you gain something on the field like this. The more reactions we do after this, it saves up this ability and eventually attacks them.
Behold, the dawn.
Right? And eventually deals damage. This here we're like absorbing damage and we can unleash it. I'm gonna do that again because again I might have like not really understood it fully. Yeah, let's read. I think I got it though. Yeah, it's. Yeah. When we're in the party, every lunar reaction will be converted, and it will activate these moon drifts nearby. And when we do more reactions, they'll continually deal damage. Okay, and the skill is what we were saying. It will phase shift radiance, and then we absorb things and we unleash them. And then, yeah, we can unleash stuff there as well. Okay, I think I have it. I think I understand it. So, these guys are so weird. This is such a cool move. This is such a cool move.
Flash attack!
Light compels you.
Do you guys want to stay around in this one spot? Like, what are y'all moving away for?
Blaze moon shine! Without further ado.
Yeah, that's awesome. The unleashing of the attack is very satisfying. It's very satisfying. Yeah, this is so short, but it's so pretty. It's a really great, and of course, this as well. The ultimates are awesome. They never skimp on the ultimates, it feels like. They're always so personality driven, right?
Foolish and ignorant. Divine light, shield them.
Oh god. Yeah, I love the unleashing aspect of it. That to me is super fun.
Shadow of darkness.
Yeah, she's a super fun character. And I think that the fun about her comes from the satisfying combat, and I'm glad they're doing more and more of this, because I feel like more and more we're getting characters who like just have this like really satisfying nature to them. You know what I mean? And that to me is like a really awesome thing.
Divine light, shield them.
Yeah, I think I understand how to use her. She's awesome. Yeah, I think I understand how to use her now. She's fun. She's really satisfying. She really is. An enjoyable character to use. Like, and also we got to see Columbina's ultimate as well. I think that like where her ultimate is like super satisfying, super short, but it's super pretty. Her moveset is very airy and floaty, but not in a bad way. It feels like she's kind of like dancing on air as she's doing it, and her sword is super pretty too. But that satisfying moveset of being able to just flick a switch, bam, 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 unleash an attack. It feels so powerful, it feels so satisfying. If you build it right, it's gonna be freaking awesome. Yeah, she's awesome. She's awesome. And Nouvellette is always fun. And I think, oh yeah, I forgot about Luca. But I think like it's one of those things where we got to use him there, but yeah. Because it's one of those things. But now we can do the Aluga trial. So yeah, we tap the skill, summon a messenger, deal geo damage to nearby enemies, and hold it and take aim. Burst deals geo damage and gains a number of 90 stacks, increases geo damage and dealt by the party members. If the geo damage is dealt by lunar crystallized damage, it will be further enhanced. If there are geo constructs on the field, Aluga will unleash his elemental burst. Okay, additional stacks. Okay, let's just try it out. Let's try it out. So we have... So would this count as a construct?
Light compels you.
Without further ado.
I guess.
The sky's clear. The glazed moon shines.
Or is it? Does this count as a construct as well? I'm assuming the construct is this. That aim is really fun as well, isn't it?
Behold the dawn.
Yeah, I assume this is what they mean by construct.
Light compels you.
Lofty wisdom will show us the way. Arrogant and persnickety.
Yeah, I think I understand that. Now, my review of Aluga's combat is that he very much seems like he could do some damage, and I think he can. But I think also as a support character, he's fantastic too, right? Because he's definitely supporting characters too. Because this is the thing that we're doing here.
You're in my sights.
And then...
Fall in! Be gone, Shadow of Darkness!
Without further ado.
Change of plan.
The unleashing aspect is still very awesome here as well. But you, again, don't feel bad if you have to tell me, Calvin, no, you did that wrong, because it actually does help me in future. It does help me in future.
The sky's clear. The glazed moon shines.
Yeah, we'll start one more time. So I'm gonna activate this. I'm gonna activate this. I'm gonna activate this. And I think I'm gonna try and use Aluga as like a combat character for now. But I think it's like and it's one of those things where you guys could definitely like see if it's different if I'm not doing well, because I think he is a very good support character. That's my view on it. But again, you guys usually have a better idea of that than I do.
Change of plan.
It feels like a support character. And that's not a bad thing, by the way. I love support characters like, that I don't use as my main attackers,
The dawn!
Ding dong!
Charge!
Divine light, shield them!
Rally!
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And we can just get the level of abilities here. Perfect. Yeah, my review of Aluga as well, he seems like a very cool support character. I think combined with Sabai would be really, really awesome as well. So yeah, that was a really fun trial, and I actually think that the characters felt smooth. I think once I if I do understand what they're doing, I think is really cool. I think Sabai is honestly like a really satisfying character to use. I want to use Columbina more thoroughly. So what I might do is I might set around some time to use Columbina in like an extra episode or something. And I think what I might do an episode of Genshin of just learning some characters that I don't usually use and learning how to use them more efficiently with some other members. So I just realized with the Moonlit Merriment, there's another quest here as well? Is that actually the case? I didn't even realize that whatsoever. Oh, well that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. The arrangements here came together pretty nicely. I love your outfit. At least I don't have to trouble Lady Kaching to come and review personally. I've got to stop dwelling on these things. I'm the god of fortune. I'm the god of fortune. I'm the god of fortune. And you are? I'm the god of fortune. I love your outfit. That's a very auspicious outfit. Isn't this wonder? Goodness, if I'd known you were the one coming, I would have memorized. I wouldn't have to memorize so many lines. And given the looks of you, I presume that you were here to celebrate the Lantern Rite? It's about time you showed up. Look around, it's even more lively than last year's Lantern Rite. Every Lantern Rite feels more impressive than the year before. I guess like in terms of like grandeur for sure, like even like some of the statues sometimes are pretty impressive. It looks really good this year. Of course, you know what they say, shall lanterns soar and fill the night. Step by step we seek new heights. We gotta improve in everything we do. Let's not dwell on that during the festivities. Come on, let me show you where the fun happens. Let me think. First thing you have to release Shadow Lanterns is Lantern Rite after all. And then we also set a bunch of auspicious treasure trees around Liyue Harbor. And as long as you prune their branches properly, the fortune coins inside are yours. How many trees do we put out again? Wait, 21. 21 trees. Actually, there's auspicious trees. There's auspicious treasure tree not so far away. If you're interested, you can help prune it. Don't worry, it's very simple. And finally, you can also check out the bulletin board. It's right beside me. Many tourists from other nations have joined us for the Lantern Rite in recent years, so Ministry of Civil Affairs prepared a special bulletin board for them. Whatever the issue you run into, or if there's anything you need help with, you can write it down and post on the bulletin board. We, the Ministry of Civil Affairs, make sure everyone who comes to Liyue Harbor, Liyue for Lantern Rite, leaves with a smile too. That's Liyue for you. Of course. By the way, Wander, I remember you are really good at taking pictures, aren't you? I know a little. Don't be so modest. I just wanted to ask you for a little favor. It's really simple, I promise. All you have to do is take a commemorative photo for some tourists. We originally hired a photographer to take commemorative photos for everyone, but we didn't expect that there would be so many tourists this year. There suddenly weren't enough photographers to go around. It's too late to hire new photographers. You're the only one I can count on, Wander. Please, for the tourists for the Lantern Rite, Leo, you're the only one who can help us. Leave it to me? I didn't know we had another quest here. You're a lifesaver. I'll tell you the tourist names and their designated locations right away. I'm counting on you. With your help, this year's Lantern Rite will be flawless. Here are the shower lanterns for you. Happy Lantern Rite. So during the Lantern Rite, oh, this is yes, someone was telling me about this. Someone left me a gift here. When the travelers in their own world, they can receive celebratory shower lanterns released by other travelers in their respective worlds. Similarly, celebratory shower lanterns released by the traveler will be in their own world and can be claimed by travelers in other worlds. When a shower lantern is collected, the traveler who released the shower lantern will also receive likes. During the Lantern Rite, travelers can also obtain a special gift shower lantern with the help of the gift shower lanterns. This is the one that people were telling me about. Travelers can send their companions various presents. I need to see this. Is this it? This might be it. Oh, this is from a subscriber that's actually different than that they. I didn't know they were going to give me this one. This is so sweet. Wishing you good health and a happy Lantern Rite. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. So that's one. They didn't even tell me they were going to send me that. That's from a patron by the name of Hypernova. Here's one as well. Who's this from? From Catlo. Sending you cool shiny rocks to you, by the way. Cute cat is great. Look at the Shenhe and the the Xiao one as well. Thank you so much. I actually like to take a look around to see if there's any more. There's so many lanterns around here now. The ones that are the bigger ones are they're kind of more cylindrical ones. Are the ones that are given to you. What the hell? People sending me these gifts? What are you talking about? Another one? Thank you so much. Wishing you good health. May all go well for you. Hypernova, that is so nice. Thank you. Thank you so much, Cosmic Caliber. This is so sweet. This is such a great way of like doing togetherness within these games. Like it's a really cool way of like actually having like a communal feeling with the Lantern Rite with everyone in the world as well, right? I'm trying to see if there's any more. I know these ones are the kind of the online ones. I think they're random ones, but the ones that are kind of more cylindrical are the ones that are gifted to you. Let's check down here as well. I love wandering around this Colomino, by the way. Let's see. I'm guessing everyone would put them in the main area. That's my guess. Is that if anyone's going to put them here, and if you did leave one, please let me know. I'm very, very happy that anyone would send me these things. It's very, very sweet. Very, very sweet indeed. Let's see. I'm guessing they'll usually be on the main path. Is my stamina lower like right now, or just I continue to run no matter what? Oh, there's one. There's another one. Send the cat to you at the same time. May all go well for your family. Thank you so much. It's from Emerald. Thank you so much. That's so kind. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is so sweet. This is the sweetest thing in the world. I think that one's my one, is it? No, this is just another one? No, it's the same one from before, yes. Is that one over there? No. This is really great. I think this is like a great way, a small thing that just like, you know, makes the Genshin world feel like more communal for you and your friends list, for sure. Let me check up top here and then I'll call it there. Because I think most people are going to put it on the path. For sure. This was Emerald's one. Thank you so much for that as well. It's nice to know just like someone's like, hey, you know, it's like a little bit of like a thing of like, oh, here, like, I wanted to give you this. And it's really kind. It's super kind. Whoever put her up in Baiju's house, like, would actually be hilarious. Not because, here's the thing, I actually like Baiju as a character, I just don't like his pants. And then let's do one more check up here, then we're done. But I can't believe that. That's so kind. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. Thank you so much, Hypernova, Emerald, and Cosmic Catlow for sending me these gifts. It's such a kind thing to do, and it's such a fun little thing. That's such a it just adds like a little bit of life to like this festival. It feels like, oh, is there one up there? No freaking way. No way. But yeah, it adds such a life to the festival. It makes it feel like, you know, it is like communal just outside of the game too. No way. Who dropped this here? Thank you so much, Link Sparky. This is a Happy Lantern Rite cute you. At the same time, sending shiny rocks to you. Thank you so much. A crystal core. That's so nice. Thank you so much for that. And you put it up in such a fun place as well. I almost missed it. That's a really fun idea. That means there's probably some in like some crazy place too. If you did give me one of these, let me know. And oh wait, I think shouldn't there be like a map or something, I think? Okay. And there's another quest there as well. I didn't realize there was going to be a quest there as well, but we've done quite a bit today as well, so... I don't see any more gifts. If you did give one of these lantern gifts, please let me know, and I will go looking for it 110%. It's just interesting to find them in random places, right? It really is. So sweet. It makes me so happy. It's buzzing. So thank you to Emerald. Thank you to Cosmic Catlow. Thank you to Hypernova. And thank you to Link's Marky as well. Thank you so much. That's so kind. And I love the message as well that you get too. I love the cute you as well, which is really adorable. Thank you so much. But that's gonna... Well, actually, I'll probably be discussing stuff after this too. But I'm very, very happy with that, guys. Thank you. I don't know why I get mixed up with those guys as well. So whereabouts does the menu go? Dressing room. And then we have this here, description. What the hell? Oh my god, there's a lot. Okay. It had journeyed through countless worlds and endless distances, surveying every kind of terrain and gazing upon the skies tinted in different colors. This might sound romantic, but in reality, the matter was closer to torture than adventure. It had also once pictured a scene like this. Twins standing on a radiant night, their eyes shining as they watched the stars and many moons above. But it immediately disconnected its idea association module. A sky with such colors only meant that the atmosphere was unfit for life. After witnessing such vistas 100 times, there was no longer any need to be moved by them. It did not wake the slumbering twin travelers. Instead, it carried the weight of exile and had journeyed so long that numbers had lost their meaning. So the journey had gone on so long that they hadn't lost meaning. The sky above them, even though it was beautiful, they no longer were moved by it because they probably saw it like so many freaking times. They've seen it so many times. And also the sky above being this beautiful, the night sky, it means that it wasn't fit for anyone to actually live here. This romantic idea of traveling through the stars is not actually real. It's not true. The fine details of the lithosphere atmosphere and biosphere ultimately matter little. Reshaping terrain, adjusting the air, rebuilding the ecosystem, these were simple tasks for a pioneer vessel meant to bear the spark of civilization. So they were meant to like find civilization or like try to like, you know, cultivate maybe a world where they could bring people there maybe or something. A star's position in distance or its lifespan might pose a minor challenge, yet even those had solutions. True difficulty lay in finding a world with potential without that destruction would catch up all too soon. So they were trying to find a world of some kind, it seems, to cultivate maybe? Or to live on? Or a place to live maybe? A place to find home? It was a trivial matter in the span of a long voyage. The planet they passed was never a destination since its star had already entered its twilight. Oh, Jesus. That means they saw Teyvat as a world that wasn't going to last long. Its biosphere and atmosphere had been utterly destroyed. The surface held nothing but cooled mass and molten rock. A supernova had caused this devastation. For several weeks or a month, the intense heat and light marked the star's final brilliance. Oh, no, sorry, this isn't. I thought they were talking about Teyvat. Maybe, yeah. It reduced to a cold, dim dwarf. It ran quick calculation on when the event... Oh, no, so this is the calamity. The radiation trapped in the planet's crust indicated the supernova had erupted a very year the twins were born. What? Naturally, the two events had nothing to do with the other. no one would ever celebrate their birth by burying an entire world with it. Such levels of extravagance and cruelty simply did not exist. Interstellar travel was dangerous after all. A supernova 5 or 6 light years away could damage a genetic vault and perhaps the twins as well. It immediately modified the garments in the wardrobe, upgrading them with materials better suited for interstellar travel, and laid them over the stasis pods. The gesture might not amount to much, but it offered a kind of comfort. Within their slumber, the twins were granted a new refuge, and though it continued its journey across the countless sands and stones, numberless atmospheres and skies. Wait, so they passed by a planet. Is that Tava? During the calamity. Am I wrong with this? I'm probably very wrong with this. And it says the star's final brilliance. It reduced to a cold, dim dwarf, so it gotten so much smaller after what had happened. So supernova... so wait, Earth's saying... If it is another planet, it's saying a supernova erupted on this planet, and that's what changed these outfits and upgraded these outfits? It modified the garments of wardrobe, upgrading them. So a supernova. A supernova that... Wait. So and the supernova activated the very year the twins were born, and the outfits then were modified by the supernova? Interesting. What the hell is happening with this? Meant to bear the spark of civilization. That to me sounds like it's either carrying civilization and it's trying to find a place to live, or there was some sort of like cultivation of civilization. So they're talking about this planet that they passed by that was never a destination that had a supernova happen. If this is talking about Tevat, that's pretty crazy. If not, then it is still pretty crazy that like the supernova that happened when they were born also modified their clothing in some way. So this outfit is it was modified by a supernova? It's a supernova modified outfit that was, I guess, modified the day they were born. So was this outfit made from the day they were born? An outfit worn by the traveler which has accompanied the twins in their journey through the countless worlds. Despite this, they cannot yet grasp the true purpose of the cosmos. Even so, surely every question posed brings them a little closer to the final answer. Yeah, you guys give me your interpretation of that, because it sounds like a supernova upgraded these guys' outfits, and the supernova somehow activated the day they were born. That's what it's saying, right? It could damage the genetic vault and perhaps the twins as well. It immediately modified their outfits, upgrading them with better suited for interstellar travel, and laid them over the stasis pods. So it was laid over their stasis pods? When they went into stasis. So the new refuge was Tevat, by the way, within their slumber. Okay, this is crazy, guys. Guys, okay, that's going to do it for this part. We're going to be doing the epilogue and the trials in the next episode. I'm very excited to see what this is going to be like. I really do appreciate you guys coming along this journey with me. We're doing so much stuff still in Genshin, and obviously there's a lot of stuff. I think Genshin like quests get longer every single year. I really feel like they do, which again is no really complaint for me. I'm actually having a blast, like still going through like all the stories and the new stories and seeing characters return. And as I've already summarized my feelings on this chapter as well, I can say my feelings so far in the Lantern Rite, as I said, was it's a great Lantern Rite. It's a really great Lantern Rite. The mini games that we just did, though, I will say this is what I'll summarize in this. The last minigame we just did was so fun. It was so fun. The first minigame we did was so fun. I didn't really feel the combat minigame again.
Will you be joining us? Then it's settled.
I feel like those combat minigames are grand. We've done it I think we've done it like 3 times now, those type of combat minigames. Which again, there's nothing wrong with that. For people who love combat, that's a joy. But for people like me who's like, oh, I like the combat, but I'm not like, overjoyed. Like I'm not going to look to do extra combat. it just feels like, okay, yeah, there's the combat minigame again. And it feels like I've done it before, just with like a different... And you could say, well, Calvin, you've done a lot of the other mini... Well, that's true, because I'm biased for the stuff I like. I like runners. I like those like little shooting mini games we did earlier. I like those type of games. I like those type of puzzle games we do sometimes. So obviously I'm going to have more of a bias towards like a repeated event that is similar to events I've done before, like an on-rails runner where we have to hit things and jump from different places to places and different ramps to ramps. Of course I am. But that's what I'm saying. The combat mini game, not for me that much. It was fun at first. Like the first one was fun, but then afterwards I was just like, whatever. But the other stuff to me was really, really fun. Yeah, thank you guys for watching this, and thank you guys for supporting me. I'm going to say thank you to my patrons at the highest tier. If you want to join Patreon, you can, or you join my members down below as well, and from the join button, and you can get these videos early for the lowest tier. And if you want to get your name in the credits, that's scrolling up right now, that's €10 or whatever it is in your currency. And if you want your name read out in the credits, it's €15 or whatever it is in your currency, and that is TIEFire R2, Jamie Bull, Jana the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicius Felix, Yule, Anusta, Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Leon, High Kasperian, Jerabinum, Neo Showerite, and at the highest tier of my YouTube, Royal Gamer 7, Blasco, and Lusanagi. See you soon, guys.